I survived 100 hours in Minecraft, and over the course of 23 real-life days, I wanted to see what was possible to achieve in that time limit. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this epic journey. And we're starting in a very snowy crater. All right, please don't be powdered snow. Oh, wait, we're on top of a mountain. Look at this. Yo, first friend of the world. Look at this guy go. Hello, sir. Please don't, hit me off the mountain. But, yo, look at this sea. This place is so cool. But as nice as this view is, I'm gonna need to head down this thing to get some wood. Oh, and this is pretty treacherous. Ow. Oh, and straight off the bat, the best wood in the game. Let's get our first crafting table and get ourselves a pickaxe. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about getting stone tools straight away. I'm quite keen to explore. And honestly, I should probably get some food as well. Perhaps there's some animals somewhere around here. Oh, look at this. A lovely meadow. Man, at the very least today, I want to find somewhere to base, possibly build ourselves a starter house. But looking around here, there's so many good building opportunities. But unfortunately, no animals. I don't know how this is actually happening. Chicken, I am so sorry. Oh, no, we left a baby. Oh, and just like that, I can't run. Right, let's dig down and grab a little bit of stone. And now I can craft myself a furnace. And we'll get this chicken cooking up. And while we wait, I may as well just upgrade my pickaxe and get myself a sword just in case. And I guess while that's cooking, I'll just grab a little bit more stone. And you know what? I could really do with finding myself some sheep. Getting a bed early on would be pretty good. Plus, that's all my food gone now. Thank you. Oh, wait, actually, while I'm in the birch forest, let's get ourselves an axe and try and get one of these birch saplings. Might as well try and collect some different tree types while we're exploring. Oh, yes, more food. Sorry, chickens. Why are there no sheep here, though? At least we got ourselves some pigs. Oh, yes, sheep. Oh, yes, 3 wool just in time. Let's get that bed crafted up. But anyway, let's get our first sleep in and the Sweet Dreams achievement. And today's the day we've got to find somewhere to live. Now, I don't necessarily want to live here, but I will definitely grab some of this pale oak. And I wouldn't mind a few of the saplings too. All right, 4 of those. That should be okay, I think. And you know what? Let's maybe try scale that mountain. And let's try and get a nice overview of the land. Oh, wait, yes. Give me that iron. Please be more than 1. Oh, 3. Yo, I'll take that. Oh, yes, I'm first coal as well. All right, that was a pretty big vein of coal there. 36. But here we are. I kind of should have taken in a view when we were on the top of that mountain. Do you know what? While we're actually taking in that view, let's cook up some more food. But all the way in the distance there, looks like we've got a desert and a mesa. I mean, good to know, but don't necessarily want to live there. We've got jungle too. I mean, kind of feeling like living in a sort of like a plainsy type biome. Is that a village over there? Granted, it is quite hard to tell with distant horizons, but I think that actually could be a village. So I think we will actually head in that direction because there could be some useful loot over there. I mean, especially potatoes. That's my favorite early game food. Plus, who knows? Could be a blacksmith or something there. Sorry, cow. You know what? Walking through here, I'm kind of neglecting something. I don't actually have an oak sapling yet. So we'll quickly grab one of these. Oh, and look at that. 4 tree types already. Man, this seed is actually so nice. I'll leave a link to it in the description, just for those of you that want to play along with me. That's when I actually find somewhere to live. I'll leave the coordinates as well. But, oh, yes. Wait, that is a village. Yo, let's go. Or made it just in time to sleep as well. Right, what has this village got for me? I at least want, a farm. I mean, please just give me, 1 potato. Oh, stone cutter. Oh, yes, farm. Right, just harvest the lot. Oh, I saw a potato. Oh, and we got 6 of them. Iron Golem, I think I'm going to let you live because we got ourselves a blacksmith here. Oh, iron. Oh, an iron chest plate too. Hello. Man, I need to, drop stuff. Throw this on. First bit of armor. 5 iron and a bundle. And I never actually use these, but I think you just, right-click stuff in them. No. Nope, turns out you left click. Okay. Right, this is actually super useful, you know. Take these extra furnaces. They could come in handy. Oh, look at that. And 1 more farm. Yo, this is so good. This is our entire food situation completely sorted now. Oh, hay bales. You know what? Let's just craft ourselves up a hoe. So, I mean, early game, these are so worth collecting. I mean, even if we don't turn it all into bread, it's going to be some good decoration for later. Oh, blast furnace. Thank you very much. Oh, and a cat. It's a Freddy cat. Oh, man, we got to do some fishing and come back and get that guy at some point. I'm kind of hoping that there's a good place to base around the village because I think getting some villages involved later on in the series could be pretty good. Now, usually I do like to base near water. That way I've got easy access to fishing. We do have some water down here. Oh, it's like a big old river. Okay, let's maybe jump across the other side, see what we got. Come on, playing in my hardcore world. I'm so used to having good enchantments. You swim so slow without depth strider. Anyway, what are we saying up here? You know what? I'm not really loving the stone, but we've got a nice little bit of forest in here. This is pretty nice. Oh, and over the other side is more water. Wait, is this like a little island kind of thing? I mean, if we have water over this side too, it might be. Oh, wait, yo, I think it is. You know what? Just to make sure, let's just pop into free cam. Yo, actually, this is so cool. Wait, I mean, with a spot this cool, I could probably look past all that stone. I mean, there's nothing to say we can't switch this out for grass later on. Plus, it's right next to that village. We've got mountain views in the background. Looks like jungle over in that direction, so I guess that's where the mesa and stuff is. Just to ignore the stone, though, let's maybe move into the forest a little bit. Maybe we'll just base up over here. Wait, why does my chest look look like that. What the heck? Right, perhaps I need to update some of my texture packs, but that is all okay. I'll get that done in a second. Just want to grab some water real quick. And straight off the bat, let's just get some renewable food going. Let's get a little temporary farm here and get our potatoes planted. And we'll go ahead and start cooking up a little bit more of our meat. But now that we found a spot to base, I kind of want to start building up a starter house, because I think that's going to be the goal for today. I was going to say I'll start clearing out of space, but gonna have to craft myself a new axe to do that. Anyway, I'm just gonna clear out a few more trees, and I'll bring you back in just 1 second. Okay, nice big space cleared out now. And as you can see in the background there, I went ahead and made a bit of a tree farm area. We got a couple of spruce, we got a pale oak, because I think we're gonna use those blocks to build our starter house. Now, this area that we've cleared out here is a little bit hilly, so I think we're gonna need to do a little bit of terraforming. Now, I also spent a little bit of time grabbing a bit of dirt from underground, so we don't have much of this stuff, just like a couple of stacks. But I think I want to start trying to flatten off a little area, at least as much as we can. And let's be smart. Let's light up underneath. Don't want a mob farm just yet. All right, all the dirt placed. I don't think this is quite going to be big enough. So let's maybe just dig out a little bit more underneath this platform and extend this out a little bit more. And yes, I think this is looking a bit more like it. Just need to refine the shape up slightly. Maybe bring it back here like this. And yeah, I think that's looking really good. Now let's go ahead and craft a few axes, because this underside's looking pretty ugly right now. And I want to go ahead and use some spruce wood to chuck a little retaining wall in. But just like that, that's all the spruce wood gone. So I'm going to go ahead and chop down these 2 big spruce trees, which should hopefully be enough to finish off that retaining wall. All right, that is looking a lot more structurally sound now. No more big floating dirt platform, but you can see I've added a little staircase up here and then used some oak shelves on the side just to act as railings. And then I started adding a little path that leads down to the tree farm. Probably just going to leave it here for now, because after today, we've still got another 22. I'm not too sure where Bill's going to go for those yet, so that's just going to stay like it is. But what I'd like to do in some spots is just chuck in some of this oak log, because that should add some nice variation into this otherwise kind of boring spruce wall. So yeah, we'll just chuck this in a few spots. Or perhaps what we could do, if I just grab myself a little bit more dirt, is maybe bring the potato farm down to here. We'll just expand this a little bit. Oh, and most of these potatoes are grown as well now. That's so good. I'll tell you what, I can be smart here. As I just get an infinite water source at the top. That'll save me running down to the edge of the island all the time. But that should just about do it for water sources. Just going to till all this land, get all of our potatoes planted. And once that's grown, that should actually look really, really nice. Now, I kind of want to give this little farm a bit of a border. And I think I should have 2 spare iron. There we go. So we'll use that to craft ourselves some shears, and we'll just grab a few of these leaves, which I think should frame this farm pretty nicely. Maybe droop some down the hill a little bit. And yeah, that's looking a lot more tidy. But with our brand new house platform done, I think we can actually go ahead and move on to the house building itself. And I think I just want to start by figuring out some kind of floor plan here. So I think up into here will be our entrance, and then that'll lead into like a bigger section of the building. So perhaps you've got something like this. I think it should be a pretty good size for a starter house. Definitely big enough. I think though what we can do is just to add some stuff onto the sides. Like perhaps in this little section we can have a tower, maybe a little lean-to out the front. Definitely lots of things we can do, but I think I'm pretty happy with this shape. What I'm not particularly happy with though is the blocks that we have to build it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a few supplies, and I think I want to take an adventure out to try and find some different blocks. Now we did see that mesa really far in the distance, and I'm thinking some red sandstone in this area could stand out really nicely. Be a nice contrast to all the green that we got there and also the blue in the sky. Plus on the way we may find some other cool stuff too. So let the adventure begin. Alright, adventure update. In the middle of the jungle, and got a whole bunch of different jungle loot here. I also gathered up a whole bunch of seeds in the hopes that maybe we'll find a parrot. I mean, getting our first pet on episode 1 would be so good. Oh man, look at this view. You can see our destination in the distance. Yo, wait. Oh, that's the best parrot. Oh, please come here. Please be my friend. Can we like lure him in with the seeds? Be my friend. Come down here. Yes! Yo, okay! Oh, this guy's so cool. Is he gonna follow me now? I'll be real, we may end up losing this guy. Oh, please come on. Yes! Oh, he does teleport. Right. You, buddy, sit there. Oh, you are absolutely glorious. But I think we all know what that means. I'm gonna need your name suggestions in the comments. So, leave your best ideas down there, and tomorrow we can name this guy. Well, providing we find a name tag, but at the very least, we can give him an honorary name. But yeah, on with the adventure. I cannot wait to get out of this jungle. I think this might have to be the worst biome to explore. I don't think it's long till we're through, though. Oh, I can see yellow in the distance. Yes. Oh, finally, we're in the desert. Right, get some of this cactus. That could come in handy. And straight away, a desert village. No way. Oh, there's so many hay bales here. Hello, sir. Hello. Meet my new unnamed friend. Oh, and there's a camel. Oh, man, I know you can craft saddles now, but I do not have the facilities for that. Oh, we're going to have to come back for you at some point. Oh, you know what? Actually, green bed. Yes, please. Let's get rid of this white one. I mean, I'm not really too sure if there's much of use for us here. Hey, another bundle. That's actually pretty cool. I take that back. There is useful stuff here. Perhaps, though, we can find a blacksmith. It doesn't really look like it, though. Yep, not much here that we don't already have. Bookshelves! Yo! I mean, we are quite a few days off enchanting, but still. Yo, that is a massive head start. Multi-shot enchantment. Yeah, that's not particularly good, buddy. You know what? While I'm here, I mean, I know time is limited, but it's probably worth grabbing a few of these hay bales. I mean, I don't necessarily need the food now, but I guess we could try and incorporate them into the build, or at the very least, a future build. Anyway, follow me, parrot friend. Our journey continues over this way, heading straight for that mesa or desert temple. Yo, imagine we get a saddle in there. Yo, this could be the adventure of a lifetime. I'll tell you what, I do not fancy bringing a camel back through that jungle. Anyway, here we are. Please don't be any creepers. Guess let's try and get down carefully. Break that pressure plate. And what do we have? Yo, enchanted golden apple. You're kidding. And a regular golden apple. Yo, channeling book, not really too fussed about. Oh, but a bit of gold, some string. That's actually huge. Oh, my inventory's full already. You are kidding. Another golden apple. Oh, copper horse armor and iron. Oh, and even more horse armor, more string, bones. That's actually pretty good. Oh, and leather. But I'm not too sure how much you need to make a saddle, but let's maybe chuck a bunch of stuff into pouches. I mean, I say pouches. I literally have one, but that clears up a whole bunch of inventory space. Man, if I can just find one iron, maybe we can get a saddle. You know what? I guess I'll just leave it up to fate. I've traveled all this way for red sandstone, so let's go and get that first. And I guess I'll grab as much of this as I can. I did bring some stuff to craft some new tools. Though at the moment, inventory space is a little bit of a problem. And all that digging equates to, yep, just over 2 stacks of red sandstone. Man, there's got to be a better way to craft this stuff. It's so expensive. I know you can find it naturally generated, but I find it so rare. Either way, though, the 2 stacks that we got, I think should be enough. I'd just like to have a little poke around, see if I can't find a cave entrance or some easy iron. All right, underwater cave, not really what I had in mind. Oh, but is it? Yo, come on, just give me one of you. Craft a furnace and cook this thing up a little bit. Thank you. And can I craft a saddle? Yes, I can. Yo, let's go. Right, get me back to that village over there. Wait, is that mesa just right by the village? Did I walk right past it? You know what? It doesn't matter. We're getting a camel. All right, here we are back at the village. Where did that camel go? There he is. Right, chuck the saddle on. Yes. Chuck me on. Yes. Oh, guys, I am absolutely cooking. Look at this. This is so good. 2 pets on day 1. But once again, we know what that means. We need another name suggestion from you guys. That also does kind of mean I need 2 name tags now, but that's besides the point. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this guy back home, but I think it makes more sense to try and skirt around the jungle. Let's may end up getting some other tree types. Come on, buddy, please move. You're so big and heavy. No, wait, actually, don't be stupid. We got all that string somewhere. And with that, we can craft leads now. Okay, that's actually going to be so handy for getting this guy back home. I won't need to push him through water or anything. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to make the journey back home. That's over in that direction because we spawned on top of that mountain over there. Oh, there's horses here too. Nope, you know what? Stick with the camel. Going to grab a little bit of this acacia. And yeah, I guess I'll either see you at home or see you at a different tree type. Don't want to bore you guys too much with the journey. See you in a second, guys. I found dogs, and I've got bones. Please. Oh, yes! Come on, another one. Yes. And a third. Please. Last bone. Damn it. Oh, man, look at all my pets. Right, name suggestions at this point are getting absolutely insane. But once again, I'm going to need your name suggestions for 2 dogs. Oh, man, this pet obsession is getting out of control. But we are slowly making our way back to base. I don't think we're too far now. Oh, wait, yes, look. That's our giant spruce trees. So come on, everyone. I got a brand new home for you. You guys may have to teleport. I don't think you can swim. But, man, it's taken like 20 minutes to get back here with this camel. I think, safe to say, it's probably not the most practical transport in Minecraft. And for now, my good sir, you are going to have to live inside of this little hole. Okay, not really the dogs as well. That isn't really what I meant, but you guys can come live up with me over here. Let's sit you lot down inside the future house. Oh, the parrot's on my... What the heck is that parrot doing? Okay, that is cursed as heck. Get off of there, please. You sit there. Oh, look how cute the dogs are sitting down. Don't you try to get involved, sheep. Anyway, what a successful adventure. Left on my own, came back with 4 friends. Oh, and a whole bunch more items. We're not really too far off having the things that we need for building the house. Though there is still a couple more things that I'm going to want to grab real quick. Main thing being a lot more stone. I'd quite like to get some andesite. I want some regular stone. We'll need some more cobble. And I'd also like to try and get myself a little bit of deep slate. Now, at some point in this series, I want want to go ahead and build myself a proper mine. But for the purposes of just getting a bit of stone for this video, I'm going to do something a little bit crazy and just dig straight down. And don't be dumb, take your torches. But yeah, I'm just going to dig straight down, grab the resources that I need, and then I'll just like ladder myself back up. Well, actually, you know what would be double smart? Is taking some more logs, just in case I don't have enough ladders. I mean, really, I just want to get to deep slate level. Anyway, this might be boring, so we'll kick it into a little time lapse. Well, it appears I've discovered an absolutely massive cave. I don't really feel like this is the right time to go exploring. Oh, but this is massive. Oh, there's even diamonds down there. Oh, dude, this is insane. I just need to grab myself a little bit of deep slate. Oh, man, you know what? Let's just go for it. Oh, there's so many mobs. Oh, what am I doing? Just run, grab a bit of deep slate. Just dig down. This is so stupid. I only really need about a stack of this or so. Oh, and this is absolutely painful with stone tools. All right, there we go. Over a stack of deep slate. That should be okay. Let's actually quickly heal up and try and get out of here safely. There's my water stream. There's creepers everywhere. Just run. Swim faster. I don't want it to be a skeleton. Okay, right. I think, well... Oh, spider! What I was trying to say is I think we'll explore that properly later on. Perhaps we'll do that next episode. And oh boy, I can hear mobs up here. Dogs, get ready. You know what? I take it back. I think we're safe. Oh, there it is. Get it. Yes. Yo, let's go! Monster Hunter achievement, and I didn't have to do anything. Oh, you are such good dogs. You know what? Have this. Thankfully, I got plenty of meat in this chest. Now, I think I just need to grab maybe a little bit more stone and probably grind out a few more of those trees. But I'll get that done super quick, and then we can get building. Okay, it's the next day now. I got everything I think we're going to need to build this house. You'll notice here I got a bit of dark oak. I took a trip over to where we spawned to grab that. Plus, that's another tree type checked off our list. And finally, I got rid of our plan here and just replaced it with some stone bricks, which I think we're going to build up a few blocks. So we got something like this, a little bit lower on the entrance side than the main building's 1 block taller. Here I think there's going to be a tower. I'm going to leave that to a little bit later. But what I think I want to do is come in and fill this bottom layer with some regular stone. And then we'll also throw in some cobble for a bit of texture. So we got something that looks a bit like this. I do want to give this some windows on the bottom floor though. I think we'll just have them on the sides here. And then we'll do some decoration in this bit a little bit later. But give me a quick second to get the rest of these walls filled in. All right, and just like that, that's all done. Now, before we start working on the second story, I think I want to grab some of this acacia and some spruce. And I kind of just want to give this little part a pop of color. So what we can do, have a row of acacia on the top, chuck some spruce stairs in the front. And we're just going to try and like blend this in a little bit. We'll get some more slabs underneath the stairs. And then maybe we'll make some trap doors and chuck in here. Maybe this will look good. Kind of hard to tell from here. Hang on. Oh yeah, from back here, you can kind of see it. There's that little pop of orange coming through there. Now to continue with the second floor, I'm going to make some barrels. We'll get some spruce shelves and hop back up. Now each one of these barrels is going to be the base of a support beam. We'll do a gap of 3 between each of those. Then we'll use some stripped spruce to finish off the pillars. So we'll add 3 of those. So they're a total of 4 blocks high. And then at this point, this is where I want to bring in the pale oak and the diorite just to build up the second story walls. And of course, we'll leave a gap for a window. We'll just finish off these front runs real quick. Now I want to go ahead and connect these beams. So we'll use some stairs with a trapdoor in the middle. Then underneath the stair, we're going to put some shelves. And this should give us quite a nice shape, I think. We'll just get this last one in. Oh yeah, and taking a step back, that looks so good. Yes, I'm really liking that. Let's maybe just quickly start working on the roof together. And for the roof, I want to use the red sandstone, the acacia, and also our dark oak. And the dark oak, I think we're going to use as a little bit of a trim. So that'll come right across the front here and then kind of slope up a little bit. And I think a nice dramatic curve like that will work quite well for the roof shape. And then as for the rest of it, I'm just going to fill it in with some of this acacia. And then next to that, we'll have some patches of this red sandstone, which I'm pretty confident will look good. I have done this palette before for a roof, but something like that should give us a good idea. We'll take a step back though, just to double check. And... oh yeah. Oh wait, that's actually going to be so nice. Right, I think what I'm going to do, just to speed up the process a little bit, I'll get the rest of this house done in a quick time lapse. Just need to finish off this section of the building, get this little one on the side, and build up some sort of tower. Though I think to do the tower, probably going to end up needing a little bit more stone. You can see I've been digging away down here. But anyway, let's get this house built. And here we go, house exterior complete, and I gotta say, I'm really pleased with this. I think that tower up there has made a massive difference. Really glad we decided to go with that. But you will notice up there, yep, on that flag, we used some mangrove wood. And that's because while building this, I had a wandering trader spawn who was actually selling the mangrove propagule. I managed to get a couple emeralds from selling baked potatoes, but I still needed a few more emeralds, so I harvested some potatoes, head over to the village, and traded those potatoes with the farmer, which did mean finally I could actually buy that propagule. So as you can see up there, we've got a floating bit of mangrove tree. Probably need to go and sort that out at some point. But yeah, originally I was planning on using the pale oak for the flag, but that red looks so much better, I think. What I also did is add another flag over on this side. Yeah, you can just sort of see it poking through those trees there. But yeah, that red with the orange roof and then leaves of decoration. This place is looking so colourful. But with all that said, the inside of this place is still looking pretty bad. So we're going to spend a bit of time tidying this place up. And I think first things first, probably need to move these pets out. They're probably going to get in the way. So guys, come down here, please. Yes, everyone sit down. That includes you, parrot. But anyway, I think we'll start by digging up the floor. Not really too sure grass is going to be the best looking here. Oh, we got a sheep trap down here. Sorry, buddy. I'll save you. Anyway, floor dug out, and I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to use spruce slabs. I mean, we're so early on in the game at the moment, and this is basically like the easiest resource to gather. So I think this interior is going to be pretty spruce heavy. All right, okay, that's looking a lot better, actually. Let's actually make some more spruce slabs, and maybe some oak ones as well. So next up, I want to work on the ceiling, which is probably going to come around this height. So we'll do a border of the spruce, and then just want to fill it in with our oak. All right, good. Now, I think here, having a fireplace would look really cool, actually. Might not make the most sense, but this is actually where the tower is, so we've got a bit of room to work with in here. Maybe there we can have some campfires, so the wall will come here. And we'll just try and give this thing a little bit more shape, I think. Something like that's looking all right. Just need some coal, and now we can make some campfires. Throw those in there. Oh, and you know what, actually? This is probably a good place to keep our furnaces. Yes, I'm loving that. It looks super cozy. Oh, I do want to figure out a way to get to the second floor, and I'm thinking a staircase would probably work best. And we could do like a ladder or something, but I don't know. I think stairs will look better. Just need to get rid of a bit of the ceiling. Yep, and that works pretty well. We'll just give it a quick support pillar with a slab on top. And somewhere, I think I've got some more oak shelves. No way I use them all. Oh, yes, there we go, 20. I think I want to use these to act as a bit of a railing. So thinking about it, could I just go like all the way across here? Can I need to figure out this like weird transition between the small part and the big part? Maybe we actually just fill that in with stone. Yeah, that actually looks pretty tidy. We'll just get the railings up at the top as well. You know what I actually might try is getting rid of this stone, because we need to get a bit of a ceiling along here as well. And you know what? That works just fine. Now, I think in this entrance section, we'll have nice, easy access to our crafting things. And I've got a bit of spare wall here, so I'm just going to make some carpets. And I guess just like throw them down in here. All right, looking kind of stupid, but we don't really have a whole lot of stuff to work with here. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the bottom floor for now. So I'd really like some woolen stuff to make some furniture in here, but realistically, that's probably not going to happen today. So what I really want to do is tidy up the top here, because upstairs is where I want to put a bit of a temporary storage room. So just give me 1 second to do that, and it's all done. I got some barrels and chest here, just slotted between some new support pillars, which carry right the way over to the other side of the room. And we've got some different tables, chests, and also my little bed up here. Definitely some more decoration I'd like to do, but well, to do that, we're probably going to need some more blocks. So I think we'll be saving that for a later episode. But downstairs, I went ahead and moved the pets in, so at least we've got a little bit more life down here. This is also another room that's going to need quite a bit of work. But on the outside, over in this direction, I moved the temporary wheat field down to here, just so we've got easier access, and definitely want to collect up a whole bunch of wheat, because soon we're going to be getting onto breeding animals and stuff, and especially cows. If we're ever going to get enchanted, we're going to need some more bookshelves. But taking a step back here, I went ahead and built up a chimney using some pale moss, some cobble, and some stone bricks, which I think has really taken care of that blank spot that we had there on the roof. I mean, the chimney location doesn't make too much sense on the interior. The fireplace is actually just over there. But you know what? I think I can look past that. Definitely looks a lot better than it did before. So far in our countdown world, we've made some pretty good progress. But with only 21 real-life days until this world ends, we've still got a lot of progress to make. And well, I think it's safe to say at this point, our current stone tools aren't really cutting it anymore. So I think today that's the issue that we're going to address. And I think the best way to get that done is to build ourselves a mine. Now, typically when I think of a mine build, I definitely do not think of you. Please leave. Where was I? Oh yeah, when I think of a mine build, I think of something sort of like built into the side of a hill. And taking a look around our main base spot here, there's not really that many hills to build into. So I'm thinking here, just towards the back of our base, we got some big cliffs on the side there. So perhaps maybe putting something in that area would actually look pretty good. We could have a path that leads round from the starter house, and then perhaps some sort of bridge that goes in there. That could actually be pretty good. Just need to go ahead and pick the right spot. You know, initially I thought that would be pretty good, but we've got a big underwater cave in there. So how about just like over here? Hopefully this isn't underwater cave. Yeah, I think we should be good. So let's just mark this as the spot. That way we know where our bridge needs to lead to. And speaking of the bridge, I kind of think I might tackle that first. I mean, I could rush getting the tool upgrades now, but I mean, long-term viewers of the channel know I like to take things slow in Minecraft and try and make things look nice as I go. Now, between episodes, you would have seen I was doing a little bit of digging, and I also made some of this into regular stone. I think we'll definitely use some of this for our bridge, as well as some cobblestone, and also maybe some sprucey bits. I don't really have any logs, though. That's okay. They will make a few more axes, and I'll spend a bit more time farming up some more wood, which should hopefully be enough to last me this episode. Now, a bit of a change of plans with this bridge. I've gathered up so much wood here, so I think we're going to leave out all of the stone stuff and save that for a different part of the build. But what I'd also like to craft is some coarse dirt, because I think overall, once this project's all done and we got the bridge going all the way across, we of course want a nice entrance building here, and I think I'm going to end up replacing some of this dirt and grass with some regular stone. So I think overall, if we do stone bridge, it's probably going to be a bit grey heavy. So yeah, the floor of the bridge I think we're going to make out of this coarse dirt. So for now, we'll make that 3 blocks wide, and then I think at this end of the bridge, I kind of want to extend the platform a little bit. That way we're going to have plenty of room for building, and size-wise, I think that's going to be pretty good. Gonna have to dig away some of this mountain, of course. Probably hollow out like a nice big area on the inside later. But like I said, before we get onto that, I want to work on the bridge. So I'm gonna start by making it wider with some strip spruce logs, and we'll get that going on both sides. I think that's going to be plenty wide enough. Now, I also want to hop down into the river and try and find like the central point. I'm thinking in the middle, a nice big support pillar. I guess would maybe be like around here. And that, of course, is gonna have to go right down to the bottom. Plus, I think I want this to be 3 blocks wide. Yep, looking pretty boring right now, but that's a good base to work off at least. But also what I want to do is make this a little bit thicker. So I have some strip spruce there, and we'll do the same on this side too. I'll get it going down to the bottom in a bit, because that's looking a bit square and blocky at the moment. So let's craft ourselves up a few stairs and some trap doors. And you'll also notice here I got a whole bunch of shelves, and I had to spend some time processing up a whole bunch of wood to craft those up, and we will make some good use of those. Let's actually just get a couple of extra logs in here with a stair underneath and then a shelf. Right, we're kind of getting somewhere already. We'll go stairs underneath here, and I guess we can also get some shelves in as well. And I'm thinking I've also got these dark oak shelves. Maybe here's where we could bring in some different colors. Yeah, that is actually looking pretty good. I do wonder if we just bring this like right the way across. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that. We do need to get a railing on there. So I'll just get this other part of the arch done first. Oh wait, the trapdoors as well actually. Do they fit in there okay? Oh yeah, I kind of think they do. We are kind of getting somewhere. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. I think that's going to look really good once it's all complete. Now, I just want to figure out the railings on the top, and I think I'm going to use some oak trapdoors. But I think if we just put on top of these dark oak shelves and then flip them up this way. Oh yeah, I'm definitely liking that. And over here in the middle of the pillar, we're going to put some strip spruce, and maybe that'll be like a good spot to put some lighting. Yeah, I think that could work pretty well. Now, up to this point here, that's where we're going to have our platform. So I guess here we'll have some more strip spruce just to surround it. And of course, my axe is broken. Not to worry, easy enough to craft a new one. Hey, plus by the end of this episode, I won't be using stone tools anymore. Either way, though, I do want to figure out this part together. So I kind of want to have something that goes like this, where we have little stair archways. So we'll go boom, boom, and then another pillar. Granted, they are not going all the way down to the bottom yet. I might need to chop some more spruce wood for that. What we could also do is chuck in some more shelves, and then a trapdoor underneath those. And this should give us a really nice arch shape. And then finally, just to polish this section off, I think getting some stone in behind it would look really good. Kind of make this thing look a bit more structured. I mean, granted, I'll probably mix in some regular stone as well, but this cobble should give us a pretty good idea. Yep, you know what? That's not bad at all. Really interesting art shape. I like that. And of course, in this area too, I'll go ahead and get these trapdoors in as a railing. And then I guess also these dark oak shelves probably need to go in too. That corner's a bit weird, but I'll get that figured out. Anyway, I'll get a quick sleep and we'll get the rest of this bridge built up. Well, time is running out quickly this episode. Let's get building. All right, and there we go. Bridge complete. Got all the details in, going right the way around. You know what? For a quick, simple wooden bridge design, I think this is actually pretty good. And you'll also be happy to know I got the pillars going right the way down. Thankfully, on this side, it doesn't really go too far, but yeah, that has taken up quite a lot of wood. Next up, though, what I think I need to do is hollow out a whole bunch of this mountain, because I want this to make way for a bit of a building that I got planned. We may as well mark a little bit of that out for now. I'm thinking a big old mine entrance that will be there, level with the bridge. Then probably a building that comes out like this. and then perhaps another one over here on the side that comes into there. So I'm going to quickly sort my inventory, craft myself some tools, and spend a little bit of time digging this thing out. And I think there should be just about enough space to work with. All I really want to do is just a bit of decoration in here. So we're going to have some spruce pillars just to act as supports. And I just want to connect all of these pillars up, just using some stairs like this. We'll do trapdoor in the middle, shelf underneath, and that gives me my new favorite art shape. Just give me a sec to get that done to all of these. There we go, looking good, looking good. I just want to use some spruce slabs just to connect some beams over here as well. And then that'll be our ceiling. I mean, maybe I just bring the beams across over like this as well. Yeah, I'm actually really feeling that. Now, just for a little bit of decoration, I'm going to throw in the odd table with some jungle wood, and we'll just throw the odd chest around in here. And perhaps once we get them, we can put some like different ores and stuff around. What I might also do, actually, you can see that I've marked out a couple of holes here, and this is going to be our way up and down. So we can just mark that a bit more clearly with this jungle. We'll get to work on that in a second. Final little details here, though. We'll texture up some of the spruce with some oak. So we got something like that. And then finally, let's just texture up these back walls a little bit with some cobblestone. Be nice to use andesite and stuff as well, but I don't actually have any of that yet. We'll also need to texture up the ceiling as well, which means I should probably get rid of this dirt. And I guess we'll just fill it in with the cobblestone. I mean, that'll look a little bit weird on top for now, but eventually we're going to have a big building around this thing, plus perhaps some other rooms either side as well. I'm not too sure yet. Either way, though, this mine does need a little bit of function, and that function is, of course, you know, a mine. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to gear up and dig all the way down to diamond level and spend a little bit of time doing some strip mining. I mean, we're getting pretty close to the end of day 3 recording this, so I think I might just strip mine till the end of the day, see what we get. But before I do, over here, I've been smelting up some of this copper, or even more in here, because I completely forgot we're in the new copper update, and I can craft myself some copper armor. I mean, I'm going to do it because I don't really know when else I'm really going to get to. So let's chuck this on. A little bit of extra protection, plus I'm looking slightly cooler. And you know what? It might help me with the mining. Maybe we'll get some interesting mob spawns. If I do, I'll bring you back. If not, you're about to watch me dig for a couple of hours. Except for you, it's going to be in a time lapse. So, all right, see you in a second. Well, I gotta say, that was a pretty profitable mining trip. I mean, it only went for about half an hour. You can see here, there's only about 10 or so little strips. But first of all, down one of these. Oh yes, look at that. I found ourselves a geode in a little bit of a spooky area. But here, we're about to get access to crystals and also that calcite up there. So I have to remember this, we're to use that in a build at some point. But the most important thing that I found, I'll throw up a little clip here. I found myself the first diamonds of the world. But that's not the only diamonds that I found, because in this chest right here, we got a total of 21, plus some redstone, a whole bunch of coal, a little bit of iron, some lapis, and some gold here, which I've been smelting up ready. And of course, a whole bunch of deep slate, all the usual stuff that you'd expect. But anyway, I'm going to make my way back up to the surface. Quite slow with a ladder. Should probably upgrade this to a bubble elevator when we've got the facilities for that. But yeah, I'm going to get back to my inventory, and then we can go ahead and crack on with this building design. We need to make this place look a lot better than it does. Kind of got a rough idea of what I want to do. I'll probably farm up a bit more wood as well, actually, because I'm pretty sure we're going to need that. Anyway, I'm starting to babble. See you in a second. Okay, I got a whole bunch of materials ready. As you can see, I got a bunch of different wood, a bit of deep slate, and you also see I made myself a couple of diamond tools. So no longer do I have to use this thing. Oh yes, that is so much better. Anyway, let's start off with this mine entrance, and we'll give it a nice strips-free border. And let's just try make this thing look a little bit better though. Let's start by doing like the archy roundy shape kind of thing. So yeah, something like that's actually looking pretty good already. I think though, let's get some more stairs in and some more shelves, and perhaps also some shelves down the bottom here as well, just to give that a little bit more of a pillory shape. I do kind of wonder as well, can we do something like this? I'll give it a little bit of extra depth. Plus, if we get on top of this thing, this gives us a nice platform to extend this in a vertical direction. Connect them across like this, and perhaps we can start getting some kind of building in here. Get that filled in with the oak, and then we'll texture out the planks with some of these stripped logs. I mean, we're using basic materials, but it can still look nice. Let's maybe just take a quick hop down and see what that looks like. Oh, and just super basic right now, but that actually looks really good. Yeah, I'm actually really liking that. I think, though, let's maybe craft a few of these oak buttons and just start dotting around the place. So I think this would be a really subtle way just to tie the top and bottom together. It's obviously very spruce heavy down there, so I think that actually works okay. But before we start working on the roof of that, I kind of want to figure out these two buildings on the side. Well, honestly, right now, I'm not sure they're going to serve much of a purpose. I think mainly they'll just be here to look good. But we'll have a building on the side here that's 7 blocks wide. We'll leave a couple spaces for windows. And then over here, I mean, we got a bit of a pillar there already. That's the structure from the inside. So let's actually just go ahead and use that. And we can do something like this. Yeah, I think that'll actually be pretty good. A nice bit of height variation going on. I just want to quickly figure out the different roof lines in all of these buildings, though. So this one, I think we're going to do a slab roof and just lean it into, like, the main building. Yeah, so we'd have something like that. Then as for this one, I think we'll do a slab roof again. But this one I kind of want going into the mountain this way. Let's actually just craft a few deep slate slabs, because we can probably just get this one done right away. There's not too much space to work with. Yeah, something like that works okay. Maybe need something a little extra here. Perhaps like a little chimney or something. I'll get that figured out in a bit, though. Then as for the main entrance, I think I'm just going to do like a classic stair roof. And this should be the maximum height of the build, I think. While I'm here, though, I may as well just polish off this part. We'll alternate strip spruce and some oak logs. Oh, and also while I'm up here, we'll just get some quick window shutters in. And you know what? For a quick basic shape, that's actually looking really nice. I still need to go ahead and finish off the last few details, like adding the windows, finishing off the roofs, adding a few leaf boxes, a bit of grass, and of course adding a big chimney onto the left-hand side. And this little build's looking so much nicer now. Probably the last thing I really need to do is just put something in behind the windows there, just so you can't see the terrain behind them. Thinking about it, actually, probably go ahead and use some of this deep slate. Let's turn it into the darkest variant, which I think is this deep slate tile. And if we just put that behind each of the glass panes, yeah, that actually does look a lot better. I'd usually use something like black concrete, but we don't really have that right now. Maybe eventually some shroom lights would look good back there, make it look all nice and cozy and stuff. But anyway, you see the biggest change here is actually the chimney. That's really brought this whole build together, I think. Though originally I was going to change out a lot of the dirt for stone, but with that chimney there now, I think we're going to leave that. Otherwise, that whole thing's just going to end up blending into the terrain, and I think we'll probably end up looking pretty weird. So we'll just leave the exterior like it is. But you also see I got some of these bushes I put around, some grass, a few leaves, and the firefly bushes that I found last episode. And then also on the inside, I spent a bit of time digging out a couple of rooms. So we've got one over there and then one over here. And these are the things that we're going to work on next. Now, first things first, going to want to extend this dirt floor into there. And right now I only have 15. Oh, please have some more in the storage room. 41, a little bit of coarse dirt. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, dirt acquired. Let's quickly get these floors filled in. We'll also go ahead and texture up these walls with some cobble. And yeah, both of these rooms now looking quite a lot more tidy. Now, I think what we actually need to do, just to tie these in with the rest of this build... I've fallen down my hole. I should probably put a trapdoor on there. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that we need to tie these rooms in with this one. So we need to add like our wood pieces. I want to try and keep this one fairly simple. So we use a bunch of shelves and stairs, and then maybe some slabs on the ceiling. I'm just going to try and make this as random as possible. Honestly, I think something like this looks just fine. Must remember, I got a time limit on this world. And for this episode, I'm kind of running out of time. Plus, there's one more big thing that I'd like to get done today as well. So we won't worry about this too much. Now, time to move on to the purpose for these two rooms, one of which is going to be a little room for our furnaces to go. Let's also throw a crafting table in here. We'll attach that to a little table. And then the other room I kind of want to use for a little bit of deep storage, because over at the house we don't really have a ton of room, so we'll use this to store all of our different stone and stuff, of which we can get a few piles dotted around. You know what, we may as well do the same in the furnace room as well. Then finally, I just want to get a little bit of path block in here, just so it kind of looks like it's well trodden. Yeah, that actually helps these little rooms quite a lot, you know? Yes, I'm liking it. But guys, with the function of the mine pretty much done, we still need a good way of getting here. Like right now, I'm sort of like climbing up this hill, trying to snake through different trees. And honestly, yeah, that journey is pretty annoying. So I'm thinking there is a better way to make that journey, because just down this ladder, this is like my old mine. We got this big room down here, which I think would be pretty easy to connect up to the starter house. And I'm thinking a big old tunnel from this room that'll run underground and come out at the entrance of our bridge. And then hopefully if I get enough iron and gold, we can have like a minecart that comes here as well. I think that'll actually be so fun, having a minecart coming across this bridge into the mine. And then we can turn the house basement into like a bit of a subway entrance. I just got a whole bunch of digging ahead of me to connect this thing up. So we'll get that done in a quick time lapse. Let's get digging. Alright, tunnel is all dug out now, going all the way down to the end there, which of course connects up to under the house. I've also gone ahead and made a little staircase here, and if you follow this up to the top, this just comes out into the house. And I kind of just put this just like under our current staircase. I think something like this works okay. I think what we're going to do though is figure out a rough plan for this subway entrance. I think I want this floor to actually be 1 block higher, then have the rail run along this strip here, and then the back wall of this would run along this way. But let's just finish off building up this floor. We'll just fill this in with some spruce. So we got something like this. And actually, because we built this up 1 block higher, this staircase is actually going to have to move slightly. So we can have something like that. Then I think I'm going to go ahead, chuck in a bunch of sprucey pillars. Then I think start connecting them up horizontally. Going to try and make this a little bit more random though. And then to start rounding off these shapes a little bit with some stairs and also some shelves. So we got something like this. Looks a bit janky, but I'm kind of liking that vibe. Let's also connect up on the ceiling with some slabs as well. And then just actually fill in this back wall with some regular stone. Oh yeah, this is looking so much tidier now. I think there are still a few final details we can do though. First of which is going to require us finding a couple of sheep. Yes, I knew I'd seen some around here. Come with me. Oh, come on, eat some grass. I want your wool. Oh wait, yes, more sheep. Thank you. Thank you. And finally, thank you. Right, with that wool, I want to go ahead and make some paintings. Try and have this act as sort of like graffiti or like, I don't know, adverts or something. You know what? That's kind of stupid, but I do like it. Right, finally, let's get a few benches in here just so we got somewhere to wait for the train. Not that we're ever really gonna have to wait for it, but you know what I mean. Anyway, with time running out today, should probably move on to decorating this tunnel. I want to start by switching out all the dirt for some stone. So I'll start getting this going. Oh, and of course, I have nowhere near enough. That's all right, though. I think I got some more smelting back at the house. We do have this area here, which is all, like, open and stuff. And rather than covering it up with stone, perhaps instead I should grab myself some sand, and we'll get this cooked up into some glass. You know what? While that's smelting, I'll go ahead and fix up the rest of this dirt. There we go. All good. Then finally, let's take our glass and fill in this final gap. It can maybe act as some sort of, like, observatory kind of thing. I mean, I'm not really sure if observatory is the right word, but I don't know. This is kind of cool. I like it. Right, finally, for the decoration of this thing, I just want to add some sprucey parts to this tunnel. And I think what I want to do is take this design that we have here and just kind of randomly put it down the tunnel. We'll put strip spruce there, then shelves, then stairs, and finally a trapdoor in the middle. And yeah, I think this will be pretty simple, but it should look good when it's all done. Just give me a quick second to get this going all the way down. And yeah, it's nothing crazy, but it definitely looks a lot better than it did. I have kind of realized that we need some sort of entrance here as well. So I'm sure we can do something super quickly. We'll just build up some sprucey pillars, maybe do something like this. We'll round it off with our art shape, fill in this little hole, and with a few final details, yeah, I think that'll work just fine. Now, of course, it's time to get this thing functional. And for that, we're going to need quite a bit of gold and some iron. I got some there. That's only 21. Oh boy, I think I might have to go mining again. Or perhaps what I could do actually, grab myself a bucket of water and hop down into that cave that we found last episode. You know what? Don't be stupid. Craft yourself a shield. And we got the diamond, so let's get a diamond sword as well. Because we may as well be safe as possible. We're not playing in hardcore, but that doesn't mean I want to die. Because we should be able to get ourselves some decent loot down here, I think. I mean, straight away, there's diamonds, but mainly gold, iron. Yeah, I think let's just go for it. We got a little bit of decent armor as well. Oh, please. Oh! Okay, right, get iron quickly as possible. I think the main thing we're really going to want there is gold. Oh, look at all those creepers. Right, let's kick it into a bit of a caving montage. Oh, okay, right. I don't really want to push my luck here. I think probably best to try and get out. Oh, wait, more gold. Right, please don't shoot me off. Oh, jeez. Run. Oh, this place is infested. Oh! Right, never stop moving. Climb out, eat potatoes. Okay, I think we're good. But I got myself another 22 gold, almost a stack of iron. So go ahead and get this smelting up. So all that, plus I've already got 19 gold here, got the redstone I need. That should be just about enough to get this rail done. Let's do it. And here we go, railway all complete. We can take a little ride on this one together. Oh, I should probably actually put some torches down here too. Kind of forgot that I got rid of those, but oh, this is such a cooler way to get to the mine. I am absolutely loving this. Man, having like cool ways to move around your base adds so much more immersion to the place. Man, this was like an added extra that I wasn't really sure I was gonna have time to do, but I'm so glad that I did. Yes, this is so good. Might be fun to actually expand this rail network. Once you've got some other places to travel around the base, definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. But with that all complete and this place looking awesome, it's time to move on to the brand new final segment for these videos. which is going to be question time with Blocky. Now, I threw up a community post the other day asking you guys for some questions, and with this series, at the end of each episode, I'm going to pick one of those questions and eventually give you your very own book and armor stand displayed in the world. That may be what we work on next episode, but this episode's question comes from Ashlyn Wilson. They ask, what is the most fun you've had making a video? Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that I have fun making pretty much every video that I release on the channel. I mean, let's be honest, I'm extremely blessed to have the job that I do, but if I had to pick one individual video that I had the most fun making, I'd probably say it's this one here, surviving 30 days on a hardcore SMP. But at the time recording that, I wasn't necessarily really planning on making a video at all. Oh, I'm trying to answer questions. I'm on fire. Why can't I hit him? Yeah, I wasn't really planning on making a video at all. I was kind of just playing for fun and recording anyway, thinking, you know, maybe one day I will make a video out of this. Because at that point with the channel, I wasn't really uploading that many videos because I had an editing job at the time. So yeah, I wasn't really playing to record. I was mainly just playing for fun. And I think with that, I kind of learned a valuable lesson of just making sure that I'm having fun in the game, and that translates to a good video. Well, at least a good video in my opinion anyway. I had so much fun making that. Definitely had a really good time just hanging out with friends, doing some random building. And yeah, I guess I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you want to check it out yourself. I mean, I think that video is maybe like 2-3 years old at this point, so maybe a lot of you haven't seen it. Just a lot of shenanigans with friends and some good building. Yeah, it was a really good time. But thank you, Ashlyn, for your question. And don't forget, if you want a question answered, leave a comment down below, or you can head to the post tab on the channel and leave a comment in there. And next episode, I may well answer it. Now, we did get some pretty good tool upgrades last episode, but I think it's probably best to take this a little bit further and start enchanting, because, well, in the long run, I think that's definitely going to help us. What do you think, gang? Do you all agree? Yes, we'll name you this episode. Don't you worry. But actually, before I forget something else, speaking of upgrades, let's just take a little trip on our minecart here. So I did do a little bit more building after I finished editing that last episode, because as you can see here, I've added a little waterfall. Let's actually just park this up and take a closer look. Yeah, I added a tiny little waterfall on this side here. Kind of feel like it frames this build a little bit nicer. Plus, I extended the stone a little bit on the chimney. Not really too sure how I feel about that right now, but we're going to leave it like it is. But anyway, getting back to the task at hand. Today, we're going to be working on enchanting. Now, back in episode 1, we did find that library in the village. So already, we've got a decent amount of books. We've got 26 there. And I did actually have to use one of those books to craft the book and quill. The very first question time with Blocky book. But yeah, to get a full enchanting setup, we're going to need quite a bit more than 26 books. And to make books, we need leather. And we also need sugarcane to make paper. I don't even have any of that yet. So I'm thinking the best thing to do, let's make a cow farm. Let's make a sugarcane farm. And I think expand the wheat field so that we can actually breed the cows. But as we all know, we've got to make things look good as we go. Otherwise, we're going to have ugly segments like this pretty terrible looking tree farm. So yeah, I think first things first, we're probably going to start with the cows. And when I add stuff to the base, I kind of want to make sure that it's all connected. So I'm just going to clear out some space around the house by getting rid of some of these trees. I think what we'll do, we'll just get rid of all of them for now and then probably plant some back once we're finished. Because overall, I think trees are going to look pretty nice on our final build. And speaking of final build, we've only got 19 days to go. That does seem like a lot of time, but I think that's actually going to go so quickly. That is kind of the reason that I've decided to work on enchanting today. But anyway, once all these leaves are cleared, I think there should be enough space for a wheat field and a nice cow farm, I think. What I think I am going to have to do is alter this terrain a little bit, though. It's quite chaotic at the moment. But luckily for me, I think I did actually get quite a lot of dirt digging out the tunnel for the rail system. Oh yeah, we've got absolutely loads of this stuff. Plus, we've got the diamond shovel, which makes digging pretty easy. Although once we get enchanting, having insta-mine on the shovel is going to be so nice. So I'm hoping that we have time to terraform up the whole base. So yeah, enchanted shovel would be so handy for that. Anyway, this might take a little while, so I think what we'll do, we'll kick this into a quick time lapse, and then we can start properly planning out this area. Let's get it done. Okay, this space is looking quite a lot more manageable to build with now. You can see I've extended the path that leads up round this way, just over here for now, because I think this area here is where I want the wheat field to go. And then down here in this more flat area, this is where the cows are going to live. And like I said, I think we're going to work on the cows first, because I think that's going to take the longest to get sorted. I brought a stone cutter here so we can craft some different stony bits. And you also see I've got some tuff to mix in. I think we'll just go with like the regular tuff variants and try and make like a nice big rock wall to keep keep the cows contained. Now, what I like to do is just mark out a rough shape with one of the blocks that I'm going to use. So we'll kind of bring it around here, try and follow the path a little bit, and then I guess just follow the terrain from there. Then next up, I just kind of expand a bit with the same block in different areas. And at this point is where I start bringing in the other block and just try and fill in the circle. So that's the shape that we've gone with. But of course, one block high thing isn't going to keep the cows contained in here. So what we need to do is start expanding this a little bit. So we'll start randomly placing down a little bit more tuff. And then here's the point where I start bringing in a few different slabs. And we can also do some stairs as well. This is the sort of thing that I can just fiddle with forever. But you can see here, it only needs to be 1.5 blocks high. Cows shouldn't be able to get out of this. Now, I did also craft some walls as well. You kind of need to be careful with these, because if you put those like here, cows can literally just jump up like this and then out. So we do need to be careful where we put the walls. I do tend to put them like here, and then on the outside, I'll kind of put them in the corners as well. So yeah, I'm sure you guys are getting the point. I was going to go ahead and get the rest of this done. And once I've done that, we can start moving the cows in. And here we go. Cow pen pretty much done. You can see the rock wall design going all the way around. Nothing should be able to escape, I think. You'll also see I've got some coarse dirt down on the floor, as well as a bit of path, just to make it look a bit dirty. I also go ahead and bone meal this grass in a second. But first of all, you can see we've got a big old gap here. This is going to be our way in and out. So we'll put some fence gates. And finally, I've got some other sprucey bits here where I thought it might be nice if we just try and make them a little shelter. Doesn't necessarily need to be anything huge, but we'll do something like this, give them a little roof. There, maybe some trapdoors on the side, perhaps some extra shelves on the bottom. I mean, it's not much and they're not actually going to use it, but you know what makes me feel a bit better about the cows. Now, do I have any of that bone meal? Oh, I don't think I have any bones at all. All right, I thought I did, but that's fine. What we should have somewhere, though, is some hay bales, yes. So maybe just throw down a few piles of these. What I need to do, though, is make sure it's not too close to the wall so they escape. I think something like that should be okay. Yeah, that thing's actually looking pretty good. But with that thing ready for the cows, we are going to have to go and find ourselves some. And what I saw in here, we are definitely going to need some of this string. Yeah, I think with 5, you can craft some leads, so we'll get some of those. Now, I did already craft them before. I got one there. Somehow, I lost the other one. I don't really know how I did that. But now that they changed the lead recipe, they're not really that valuable. So, you know what? I don't really mind losing them. Now, I've definitely seen cows around the place. I just can't specifically remember where it was. I mean, perhaps we'll go look around near the village. It's all open there, so it should be pretty easy to see them. Plus, I got this boat for easy transport. But if they're around here, it should be pretty easy to spot. And yep, just like that. Oh, there's some really close here. Yes. Right, ladies, you're going to have the time of your lives in your brand new home. I mean, look at them. They've just been chilling here watching me build over there, thinking one day they can live in a place as beautiful as that. Well, ladies, it's your lucky day. Let's go. Okay, don't drown. Oh, I really should have brought that boat with me. Oh, that's okay. We'll swim, ladies. We'll swim. I promise you it's going to be worth the effort. Right, just need you to make your way upwards, please. Oh, this is going to be easier said than done, isn't it? Just get out of the water. Oh, wait, she's cooking. She's cooking. Oh, here we go. We're past the worst bit. Just get onto the stone. What are you doing? There we go. Right, should be plain sailing from here. Come on. Moving animals and mobs has to be the most annoying part about this game. I mean, I know they changed the recipe of the leads, but they could have made them, like, a bit better to lead the animals. Anyway, Blocky, quit complaining. We're already here. Come on. In you come. Finally, we got cows. Shut that. Craft some wheat. And make a baby. You're going to be doing a lot of that this episode, let me tell you. There we go. And another achievement ticked off as well. Right, I'm going to have to remind myself to keep on top of breeding these cows. They're trying to escape already. But yeah, I'm going to have to keep on top of breeding those. So we're going to need quite a lot of leather this episode. I think what I'm going to do now, though, I think is go ahead and make the wheat field. And honestly, I may just treat myself to a diamond hoe for this, because I want to cover this whole hill with wheat here. Plus, what I think I may do is expand this wheat field down this side up to like here. So yeah, let me head upstairs. Probably clear out my inventory. But let's grab a couple diamonds. Only 8 left now. But yeah, let's get the diamond hoe. I think that'll be worth it. And let's build some wheat fields. And here we go. This place is going to look so good once all this is grown up. Can't wait to take a look at that. As I said, I also expanded it over on this side as well. So yeah, this place is going to look so nice real soon. You also see here I got a couple of pillager patrol banners. Did get disturbed a couple of times there. Also got the ominous bottles as well. Probably never going to use those, honestly, but you never know. We might do a raid or find a trial chamber or something. But that's not going to be this episode. Because, of course, we are working on enchanting. Now, let's just breed these ladies up again. This is a little bit of a slow process. Because, like I said, we're going to need quite a lot of leather. Because for the actual enchanting build, I think I'm going to want want quite a lot of bookshelves, definitely more than we need for enchanting. But we can't really get bookshelves with just leather. Of course, we're going to need paper as well. So first things first, we're actually going to have to find some sugarcane. You know what? Be smart. Chop down one of these trees and let's actually just craft ourselves a boat. So, I mean, surely there's got to be sugarcane on the shores of our base. Oh yeah, here we go. We'll grab all of you, please. And you know what? I might just do a quick loop around because the more we initially get, the better. Oh, look at this. We get to boat under the bridge as well. This is so cool. Oh, that build turned out so nice. But anyway, pretty much done the full loop of the base now. Got 25 sugarcane. Honestly, that's not really a bad start at all. Now, just like we did with the wheat farm, I could go ahead and just make like a manual sugarcane farm, but I kind of feel like we should automate it, right? We're probably going to end up needing more in the future, so we may as well just have it farming itself. But the usual way of automatically farming sugarcane, you need observers. And of course, observers require quartz, which you get in the Nether. And honestly, I do not really fancy a trip in there right now. But don't you guys worry, I've got a trick up my sleeve. But to automate this stuff, we're also going to need another thing, which is going to be iron to make pistons and stuff. And yeah, we have literally no iron. So let's go ahead, start out the inventory. And we're going to have to take a trip over to the mine, where I think, honestly, I'll probably need some more redstone as well. So we'll go down to diamond level. And honestly, what I'll do, on the ladder up, I'll make a stop at iron level, which I'm pretty sure is at Y16. We'll go ahead and do a bit of digging there as well. But anyway, I won't bore you guys too much. Let's kick it into another time lapse. Okay, that was actually a super successful mining trip. We've got 60 iron. I think that should be enough for the sugarcane farm. But look at this, some more lapis, 30 diamonds, and a couple more stacks of redstone, all of which is going to come in super handy. I pretty much ripped through an entire diamond pick there, but 30 diamonds as a profit, I've got to say, that's pretty worth it. But I'm going to spend a little bit of time in the house. I need to smelt up some more stone. Oh, and take all of these baked potatoes. But yeah, I need to smelt that stone and also craft up some redstone bits. So I'm going to get all that done. Oh, wait, got 26 iron here. Hello. Okay, we definitely got enough iron. I'm an idiot. See you in a second. Right, so I've got a little spot marked at... Wait, there's a cow here. Come with me. I can't tell if this one escaped or maybe it spawned. Come in, come in. Right, anyway, don't get distracted by cows. I got this area marked out here for the sugarcane farm. And I think for now, we're just going to work on getting it actually like triggering. So first things first, going to dig out a little hole here. And this is going to be like our little pathway kind of thing. And I think here, we'll have another strip on either side. And this is going to be where our water goes. But I think we can cover up with slabs. Will that work? No, that absolutely does not work. What we can do is just make it all water sources though. That should be good. And now we cover it with slabs, which means we can take our sugarcane and plant that along there. Wait, actually, I've been so stupid. I think what I actually want is the water over on this side behind the sugarcane. So we got it like this. I think if we cover the water with some stairs, I should be able to dig underneath this. Yes, and water doesn't flow anywhere. We'll come on to why in a second. But let's get a row of blocks behind the sugarcane and slap pistons along here. And they're going to be the things that actually break the sugarcane. They're thinking about it, actually. I just want 7 of these on each side. So we'll get that copied over here too. Now, I think if we get blocks on top of these and redstone dust on there, we should be able to put a stone button there and press it and all of them should come out. Oh yeah. All right, that's good to know. We'll be having glass along here just to contain all the sugarcane. And as for item collection, well, up in the storage room, we should... Yes, we got some spare rails here. So let's craft ourselves a minecart and then turn that into a hopper minecart. And we should, just down here, we should be able to set up a pretty simple minecart hopper system. So any sugarcane that lands on those blocks should get picked up by the hopper minecart. Right, did it go in? Yes, look at that. Right, I'm just going to quickly nip away, get this mirrored onto the other side, and then we're going to have something very special here that's actually going to trigger the whole system. Okay, be right back. Okay, and after a little bit of head scratching, I have got this thing, I think, ready to work. Well, just about. You can see I've mirrored this side onto this one and got the redstone all hooked up, leading down here, and it should all hook onto that pressure plate. So when something activates this pressure plate, you can see, look, all of the pistons get activated. Some of it is popping out over the top for now. That's because I need to actually finish off the top. But when something's not on the pressure plate, pistons retract and the sugarcane's ready to grow again. Now, I also finished off the minecart system underneath. That's leading to this hopper here. So we can actually take our minecart and slap on there. That should pick up any items that fall on the right blocks and deposit items into this hopper. That you can see we got 1 sugarcane in there already. Now, I've not actually linked this up to a chest yet because we are in the copper update. So I thought let's maybe try and use the copper golems. And I got the block of copper and a pumpkin, which I think is what you need to make those guys. Then I've also put a chest in here. which I think is correctly labeled, so the copper golem will put sugarcane in there. We will find out, though. Let's dig a little staircase here. So we place the copper there, then a pumpkin on top. Then I think we just jack-o'-lantern it. Yes, there we go. Right, he is looking in that chest. Oh, wait. Yo, he's actually doing it. Yo, this is awesome. Put it in there. Yes. Yo, look at that. Wait, I thought this was going to be way more difficult. This is awesome. Yo, have I been sleeping on the cop? Oh, wait. You blocked the minecart. If we put a stair like here. Oh, I've blocked him in. Wait, please, buddy, get out of there. You're ruining everything. I wanted to only access it from this side. Oh, have I got excited too early? Get off. Get out. Put that there. And then I guess cover this up. Can he still access the... Oh, yeah, he can open it. All right, I'm getting so distracted by the copper golem because we still need a way of actually activating this thing. And I do have a plan, and that is to find someone very specific. Now, let me grab a lead real quick and grab my bed in case this guy's hard to find. And yeah, I think let's maybe go look by the village again. We got lucky over there last time. Just doing a quick scan. It's not looking good at the moment. But let's climb up, take a closer look. Please, where are you? Oh, wait, yes, I saw it. The chicken. You can't run away from me. You're coming. Okay, chicken, here we are. Your new place of work. I just need you to come in here. Good. We'll remove your lead. And, well, this is where you're going to work forever. This chicken will periodically step on that pressure plate, harvest all the sugarcane, which should get picked up by this guy. Good. Take it over to the chest. Yes. Oh, yes, and we're going to get so much sugarcane. This is awesome. Right, I just need to go about sorting out, like, this top level. Probably just run some spruce planks across it. I will get this figured out, because I'm going to go ahead and get a build around this. Try get some sort of shed type thing going on. I don't know. We'll see how this pans out in a quick time lapse. Let's do it. Okay, this thing has been working so nicely. I'm so pleased with it. But it's the next day and I'm quickly running out of time for this episode. You can see here I've been so busy breeding up all these cows. And our little guy over here, he's been super busy because we have got a real decent amount of sugarcane in here now. I did actually AFK this thing overnight just so we got a good supply of that stuff. But at this point, I kind of do need to, yeah, ladies, I am really sorry. But I promise it's for the greater good. I won't get rid of the original ones because I did promise them a nice life, I'm pretty sure. I mean, how do I know which ones are the original ones? Well, honestly, I don't, but we can at least pretend. Right, I think I'll leave it there. Another 43 leather. I don't want to completely get rid of all of them. This is basically our best source of XP right now, at least until we get an XP farm. Let's grab a bit of this sugar cane, grab some paper, make some books, and then we'll need some planks so we can make the bookshelves. Oh, 14, that's actually perfect. Let's also grab our other books, and we'll craft some of those up as well. I'm actually going to leave 3 of these books because I need to do question time with Blocky later. But now we just need to go ahead and make our enchanting table. Or we will actually need one of those books. And of course, we're going to need to get ourselves some obsidian. Oh, we have an escapee. Honestly, I don't know how these guys are getting out. Well, we've got a few. Sorry. But anyway, somewhere over here, I'm pretty sure I've seen a pool of lava. So be smart, fill up the bucket. Oh yeah, there it is. Right, let's get this into obsidian. And let's safely mine up 4 of these. I think that's all we need. There we go, all good. Let's quickly just head back to the base. And we should... Yes, enchanting table. Yo, we are absolutely cooking today. Now, I just need to find a good spot to put this thing. And kind of thinking on this bit over here. Let's maybe clear out these trees real quick and just slightly flatten this off. Yeah, I feel like this should actually be a pretty good spot. I got a decent idea for a build, I think, which of course we'll get onto soon. But let's not waste any time. We'll get this thing set up. I think I'm just going to do it into the floor. So we've got something like that. I'm probably going to want more bookshelves as well, just like build this up. I mean, I know that'll get us to level 30, but I want some more for decoration and stuff. But anyway, let's quickly pop to the storage room and let's make ourselves a fresh diamond pick and I think also a fresh diamond axe, even though I've already got one. That was kind of dumb. But I got 35 levels, so I can afford to enchant a couple of things. So yeah, I say let's go for it. I'm breaking through in a pickaxe. That would be nice. I mean, fortune would be great. Please? Oh, silk touch pick. Okay, definitely can't complain about that. What do we get on the axe though? Efficiency 4, pretty good. I'm breaking, I beg. Yes, that's such a good work axe. Tell you what, I'm not far off level 30 again. Maybe I can breed these cows to get there? Come on, ladies, give me that XP. You like this wheat? You want some? I'll give it you. This is just absolute chaos in here. I can't even move. Come on, we're so close. Just a bit more XP. Yes! Right, get me out of here. And I think we'll craft ourselves a shovel, grab a bit more lapis, and hope that we can go 3 for 3 good enchantments. Don't usually have the best luck doing this, but oh, it's fortune 2. Oh, that's not fortune 3, but I really don't want fortune on a shovel. Right, let's actually make ourselves a pickaxe, and we'll just chuck that enchantment on there. I mean, honestly, that's not great, but I can take that with me mining, right? And then just use it to fortune up ores. I think that would actually be pretty good. I'll store that safely in here for now, because I've got to build a mine for the enchanting setup. But you may remember last episode, we found ourselves this lovely geode over here. Now, we have silk touch, so we can actually get these crystals, which is pretty cool. But the main things I'd like is a little bit of this amethyst. So we'll grab ourselves some of this, and then also some of this calcite. This is going to come in so handy for this build. So I'm going to spend a bit of time grinding some of these materials out. Shouldn't need too much of this, to be honest. But yeah, I'll get that done, and then we can get building. And there we go, a brand new enchanting tower, which I gotta say is really fitting into this area quite nicely. We'll take a quick trip up here, because I did make a pathway leading to it just around the side of the house. And then it comes under this nice big oak tree and leads to our tower. We're taking a look inside. You can see I've used the amethyst, got the amethyst crystals on the ceiling and stuff. Still would like to get some more bookshelves in here, but I think for now we're gonna leave it like it is. You can see that I went with a nice stone base, and that was just to tie it into the house that's next to it. Then I kind of made the tower into a 5x5 as we went up using some oak wood. And then finally at the top there, just to tie it into the starter house, we got all of our white blocks. The calcite came in super handy then. But also we got a nice little sprucey entrance, a whole bunch of leaves, a deep slate roof, which we can just about see up there. And I also had to extend this terrain slightly. Probably need to fix this up a little bit better than that, but I am running out of time today. And I still have quite a lot of editing to do. Now, in episode 1, we got our pets here, plus the camel that's like down there somewhere. Oh, there he is. But yeah, in episode 1, I asked for your guys' name suggestions. Now, in my time, episode 1 came out yesterday. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule here, just so I can take some time off for Christmas. But I'm going to go ahead and pick some names now the comments are coming in. And you know what? We'll start with the camel. And we got a suggestion from Peaches, and their name for the camel was Humphrey, which I think suits this guy pretty well. So, Humphrey, welcome to the family. And then as for the parrot, I picked a name suggestion from Sparky, and their name is Tony Squawk. There he is, pro skater. Then one of these dog names, that comes from Black Birch. And just because we're getting near to Christmas, and this is kind of like a bit of an Advent series, we're going to name this dog Holly. And then the final name suggestion for our last dog, well, that comes from a complete and utter moron. Yep, it's me. I can't not call a dog Indy in the world, so Indy, Holly, Tony Squawk, and somewhere down there we got Humphrey. I will eventually get you some name tags. I probably really need to start fishing in this world at some point. Maybe we'll get onto that soon. Still a lot to do before I can start fishing though. But it's finally time for question time with Blocky. Hang on a second, I forgot to craft a book. Be right back. Don't worry, I'm prepared. This episode's question comes from Chloe Shelley, and they've asked, how do you stay motivated and not burn out? I feel like it's hard doing the same content consistently. Now, this is a pretty good question, because I feel like part of staying consistent is falling in love with the world. And, well, if we fall in love with this one, then tough luck, because this one's got a countdown. But yeah, another reason that I picked that question is because I know a lot of you out there making videos of your own, and staying consistent is something that's actually pretty difficult, at least for me anyway. Now, different things might work for different people, but I guess I can only talk about what works for me, and I guess that's what I'm gonna do. What I found to help me recently is having like a long-term project, which is of course the hardcore world. That thing's been running for quite a long time now. Definitely the world that I survived the most days in on YouTube, but it's not all the time that I actually want to play on that world. I mean, I do love it, but coming up with big ideas for videos on that series and stuff can kind of take its toll. And especially after a super big project there, I can't lie, I do get burnt out of it sometimes. And at that point, I just, you know, do something else. Usually it's like a 100 days video, but yeah, it could even be like a project like this. Like I set myself a 23-day limit, and I'm gonna see what I can do. But yeah, I guess point is trying to stay consistent, just do stuff that you think is fun, and then that way you're not gonna get burnt out. So it can be like different challenges, like time limits, or living in specific biomes, or limiting materials. I mean, Minecraft is a sandbox game, so there's so much you can do. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, and hopefully helps some of you guys out there. Another pillager raid? You know what? Get me inside. Get me in bed. In the last episode of our Countdown World, we made quite a lot of progress. building up our first animal farm for these cows, harvesting the power of a chicken and a copper golem to make a sugarcane farm. Also, we can make this beautiful enchanting tower to get some better tools. But with all that done, we still have plenty of tools left to enchant. We got a shovel, a hoe, our sword. We still need to get diamond armor. So I think it's probably best this episode to go ahead and make ourselves an XP farm. I mean, granted, at the moment we have the cows for XP, but quite frankly, this thing is a little bit inhumane. So I want to try and find a different method to get XP. And in Minecraft, we have so many options to do that, but I want to go with the old classic mob dungeon XP farm. Something that I do pretty often, but it ends up being pretty ugly and not really that efficient. So I want to go ahead and find a regular old dungeon and turn it into something awesome. Now, of course, this isn't any regular old world. This is our countdown world, which for those of you that don't know, this world's going to end in 17 days. And I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time trying to find a dungeon. So I went ahead and used the seed map website, which can give you the location of certain structures and stuff. And I've used that to help us find a skeleton spawner. Now, this is not something that I do all the time. Honestly, knowing where everything is kind of ruins the fun for me. I do like exploring. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm on fire. But yeah, I think in this instance, it's probably okay to use it. May as well take advantage of all the tools at my disposal for this world. Now, I don't know exactly where it is, but I do know that it's sort of like near the village, somewhere under here. There is like a lot of cave openings around. Oh, wait, this is a well big cave opening. Whoa, villager, you're stuck down there. Is there any way of me saving you? Wait, do you live underground? There's an underground house here. What the heck? Maybe I should light it up for this guy. This seems pretty dangerous. There you go, sir. You're welcome. You got any good loot for me, though? Not really. Okay. Well, I guess this cave seems as good as any. May as well grab all the iron that I see as well. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I forgot we got Silk Touch last episode. Yo, that's awesome. You got Fortune, too. We can Fortune this stuff up. Whoa, wait. There's no way. Is it right here? Yo, light it up. Light it up. Light it up. Get rid of the skellies. Sorry, skeleton. Not really that sorry, though. Yeah, we found the spawner right away. Okay. Oh, that's so good. Oh, a bunch of bones. Oh, a name tag. Oh, yes. We can name one of the pets. Right, just grab everything out of here and take this chest. Okay, I wasn't expecting to find this so quickly. It's also not that far from the surface. What are we on? Y level 47. Oh, this is awesome. Right, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a little bit of iron because I'm probably going to need quite a bit for this project. So I may as well just grab what I see around the place and probably light up this cave too, because we're going to be working underground quite a lot today. So we may as well make sure that we're safe, and that does not really say safety, does it? You know what? Don't be stupid. Get the shield. Oh, exhibit A of why I need the shield. Okay, this is getting a little bit dangerous. Just run. Just run. But you know what? This place should be safe enough, and I got some really good ideas of what to do with this thing. But first things first, it's going to require quite a lot of digging. Thankfully, a big chunk of this is dug out already, actually. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to go ahead and dig out a big old area for this farm, and hopefully not get shot by any mobs in the process. Let's do it. All right, this has all gone pretty smoothly. You can see here I've dug out a big old room. This is where the skeletons are actually going to spawn. And then what I've done, I've started digging out the actual mechanics of the farm, which we will get onto soon. But we come down here, you can see I've got a big old hole that goes right up there. This is where we're going to shoot the skeletons upwards. And if I climb back out, and to get them to fall on this block here, you can see that I've got the tube going up. And that's because I want to try and get these skeletons to one hit. I never really do that, and spend ages there just swiping at their legs. So I think that'll be a good bit of functionality for this farm. But there's also some other things that I want to add to make this place good. Like, I think I want to go ahead and get some redstone lamps in here, all linked up to a lever so we can switch this farm on and off. Plus, you also notice I've got a big gap here, and that's because I want to get some of that dark glass. Is it called dark glass? Or shadow glass? I can't remember what it's called, but it's that special glass that you craft with the amethyst shards, and it doesn't let light through, I think. So before we carry on with the project down there are going to be a few things that we need to get, and I think we'll go ahead and start with the amethyst shards. We do have a geo down in the mine. Just need to quickly nip to the base, grab my fortune pickaxe, take a little trip to the mine. Oh yes, it's still looking glorious. Anyway, we can hop down here. And here we go, geo just down there. Just got to spend a little bit of time getting these amethyst shards. Not too sure how many you actually need to make the shadow dark glass thing. Again, I don't know what it's called, but we're going to find out when we craft it. All of the crystals in here. Well, that's given us 2 stacks. Right, I tell you what. Let's quickly nip back to the starter house. And let's grab some glass. Okay, that's annoying. All right, new mission, get sand. And we'll get all that cooking up. Just give me a quick second for that to happen. There we go, lovely. Now, can we craft tinted glass? Oh, we can only make 32. Oh, no, wait. Gives us 64. Will that be enough? You know what? I'm not quite sure, but there's only one way to find out, and that's by heading back to the Skelly farm. May have just been smarter to calculate how much I needed, but you know what? Fingers crossed we just have enough. Oh, yeah, this should be fine, right? Let's get this in. Oh, yeah, we got absolutely plenty. Oh, let's go. All right, looking pretty bad at the moment, but of course we're going to make this place look good a little bit later on. Just want to actually get this farm working first. Oh, thinking about it, actually, I wanted a glass tube in here, so maybe we can just use the tinted glass for this as well, even though I think shadow glass is a way cooler name for this stuff. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's going to be so awesome seeing skellies like flying up there. Yo, let's go. Right. Now, speaking of the skellies flying up, I think that's what we need to work on next. And we're going to need a very specific block to go right there. And unfortunately, that's a block that we don't have yet. So we are going to be off on another adventure to find that. And I'm sure all of you experienced Minecraft players out there know exactly what that block is. It is, of course, soul sand. I think we're going to shoot them up with the bubble elevator thing. So this does mean I finally need to take a trip to the Nether. But that's okay. There's some other stuff we can grab from there as well. Like I'm going to need glowstone to make the redstone lamps. Plus, I should probably grab some quartz as well for future redstone projects. Granted, that'll probably make the sugarcane chicken a bit redundant. But it's fine. I love that guy. Right, let's come up here to where that lava pool was and spend a little bit of time digging out some obsidian. So, of course, we can make ourselves a portal. And I think for now, we're going to keep it down at the Skelly farm. I mean, this might not be the exact placement of it, but I got some big plans for this room here later on. So we'll figure that out a little bit later. Let's actually just head into the Nether, though, and pray for a good spawn. What is this spawn? Oh, you are kidding. Oh, this couldn't be much worse. Get the shield on the offhand. Bruh, is this a joke? Oh, we got friends already. Oh! Wait, this isn't so bad. It's not so bad. Run. Need to return to sender. I'm panicking. Oh, I'm panicking. Oh, and I didn't reset my spawn. No! Okay, give me 1 second. Oh boy, okay, brand new set of copper armor. And I'm armed with a diamond sword and a shield. Let's try and get our stuff back. Man, that is the first time I've died in the game in so long. Honestly, kind of embarrassing. Where's my stuff? Yes, I think it's over this way. Oh, it might have burned. Where is it? Oh, I think it might all be gone. You're kidding. It was right here. All my enchanted diamond tools. Okay. Okay. That is extremely unfortunate. I've not even brought a pickaxe with me. You know what? Just get me out. Just get me out. Oh, I cannot believe that nether spawn. Oh, no. Right, I have to nip back to the base real quick and get some more gear. I mean, luckily we still got a whole ton of diamonds. I guess really we've just lost the enchantments. Even had my fortune pick on me as well. Hey, you know what? It does kind of suck that we lost all of our stuff, but I don't know. Hopefully some of you got a laugh out of that. Just a minor setback. You know what? I think the thing I'm most devastated about is I lost my green bed. Anyway, let's get ourselves a diamond pickaxe. And probably wise to make a diamond sword as well. I think we'll leave the rest of the diamonds for later. This should be enough for what we need. Anyway, I'm going to lock in. And I think we'll just do a little bit of a nether montage. Please, no more death, I beg. Okay, am I glad that's over with? I got the soul sand we need and also the glowstone. And I think it's quite safe to say I don't really want to go in the nether ever again. But with that, we can finally put our soul sand here. Next step is to get a water source going all the way up to the top there. And I think the easiest way to do that is to get ourselves some kelp. And then we can just use these bones to bone meal it. They should be enough. Yeah, 51. But yeah, we're going to have to take a little trip away to try and find an ocean. I think the closest one I've seen is over that way at the desert, but we'll probably take this as a little opportunity to try and find some different terrain. Like, look, we got some cherry over here. I would grab some, but don't actually have an axe anymore. Oh boy, that's so stupid. Oh, but maybe kelp in there or over that way. Yo, that would be the result that I need. Yes, kelp. Oh, this is like Minecraft's smallest ocean. There's even dolphins in here. Give me this kelp. But anyway, with this kelp acquired now, we should have everything we need to get the functionality of this skelly farm up and running. So I'm going to quickly nip back to the house, grab the last few bits that I need. Maybe just some wood for signs and then a little bit of redstone. And then we can go ahead and get this skelly farm working. Oh, I'm excited for this. Okay, this farm, I think, is fully functional now. Oh, you just saw a skeleton whiz up there. He should fall down right here in a second. There he is. Let me just give him one tap. Yes. Right, still need to get a little carpet on top of there just to stop the XP getting trapped. But you also see inside there, we got the redstone lamp set up. Just needed 3 of them to stop the farm working. And just for now, I've hooked up to this lever here. So we flick that on and the skeletons start spawning. Probably will move the lever to somewhere else once we get this room's design sorted, which honestly is probably the thing that we're going to work on next. But after losing all my tools today, I kind of fancy getting some enchanted ones back. And with not much time left for me to record today, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend the rest of this day just grinding XP. And then tomorrow morning, I'll start enchanting. That's if we get enough XP from this thing anyway. So I guess we'll kick it into a quick skeleton time lapse. Let's get that XP. All right, that didn't take long to get up to 43 levels. I gotta say, this thing actually works pretty well. But not only do we get 43 levels, we've got so much skeleton loot here. I think it's safe to say I'm probably never gonna need a bow again. And it's even going into this chest as well. So I think with that, let's go head back to the base. And we can go and get some of our enchanted gear back. So with our remaining diamonds, let's get a fresh axe and a fresh shovel. And probably another pickaxe in case we get silk touch and fortune. Then as for the rest, I think we'll make some boots and a helmet. And you know what? I guess we'll get a hoe as well with the last 2. And let's pray for some good enchantments. Efficiency 4. You know what? I'll take the risk on a pickaxe. Or silk touch pickback. Okay, that's actually huge. What about on this other pickaxe? Fortune 3. Yo, my enchantment looks so good. Efficiency and unbreaking as well. Okay, this is an absolutely massive come up. Efficiency 4 on the shovel. Silk touch, no unbreaking. You know what? That's still pretty good. What about on the axe? Fortune 3. You know what? We'll just go for it. Hey, that's another good work axe. Right, 31 levels. We've got 1 more enchantment. I'm breaking on a hoe. I don't really need to enchant that, to be honest. Protection 3 on a helmet. Oh, and depth strider 3 on the boots. I think I'll actually go for that. Oh, plus I'm breaking and protection 3. Would have liked feather falling, but can't really complain. We'll chuck this other diamond helmet on anyway. Oh, I forgot to enchant the sword. I probably should have done that. That's all right. I can grind out some more XP later and enchant the rest of the bits that we got. But for now, I just need to sort out my inventory because I want to start working on decorating the XP farm. And I think I might need to go and collect some different materials. I definitely want quite a bit more tuff. Plus, I probably need to chop some more wood as well. So, you know what? Just give me a quick second to do that. Won't be anything too interesting, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, a whole bunch of materials acquired. Not too sure how much of this we're going to use, but I mean, absolutely, we're going to start with some spruce pillars. I feel like maybe we can go with some mineshafty kind of look to this. Tell you what I might do as well, actually, is get rid of this nether portal for now. Probably end up finding a better spot for this to go. And with that out of the way, let's maybe dig this room back a little bit. Give ourselves a bit more room to work with. Oh yeah, this is much better. I think what we'll do, we'll mirror that pillar over on this side, but this one I think we'll split down the middle and we'll have this as sort of like our entrance and exit, or I think we'll have a water drop down, so we'll cover that with water in a sec. And we should have, yes, some extra soul sand. And then this one will be a bubble elevator upwards. I also probably need to make this, like, kill chamber thing look a bit better. Thankfully, the farm's off, so we won't get any skellies dropping down. But let's switch this out for our spruce wood as well, just so that ties into everything else. And then, I think, over on this wall here, I want to make a little bit of a sorted storage system. Because as you can see, in these chests right here, we're getting so much skelly loot. So I'm just going to craft up a few sprucey bits here. We'll get some trapdoors. And I want to go ahead and make our art shapes. So we got something like this. And I guess this middle one will just connect with a stair. Also going to need a bunch of chests. Let's also make some barrels as well, because I think chests we're going to want to put inside here. They'll go like there, but I don't want to leave in behind it undecorated, so let's just dig this out 1 second. And let's maybe go ahead and use some of this tuff. Got the stone cut here. What can we do? Maybe some of this polished, and we'll grab a few bricks as well as some of these brick stairs, and we'll just get this filled in. Hey, that actually looks pretty nice. I need to use tuff more often, honestly, but at the top here we need to get our stairs in and fill in that last little spot. And we should be able to do something like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Right, I'll just get that mirrored over here. So we got something like this. Now, in this gap here, honestly, let's just place our barrels in. I think that looks all right. Plus, it'd be good to have some extra storage. But now that we got the tough design in here, we can probably carry that on over at the entranceway. We'll need another pillar in this corner. And we can switch this out with our tough. I think, though, now it's more exposed. Let's maybe do like a more structured pattern. So have the polish on the bottom and then use the bricks going around the top. Yeah, I think that actually looks pretty good. chest. Obviously, we're going to have a big hole going up there, but just where we can see it down at the bottom, let's actually just fill that in with some tuff. Good, good. I'm going to go ahead and round off these little sections, though. So we get trapdoors in between the stairs. Shelves under there. I should probably go ahead and put trapdoors underneath the shelves too. Yeah, I do actually quite like that. Let's actually do that over here at the storage area too. I kind of feel like these should come right to the bottom though. And maybe, just for extra decoration, let's put some barrels on the bottom of the wooden pillars. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. Now, I think over on this side, probably going to look good if we do something similar to like we got over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mirror the structure of this over there. So we got something like that. I think we need to make this into a bit more of like a crafty area. Just got to polish this section off with some of our tuff. And seeing as I'm going to be spending so much time down here, well, this might actually be a good place to smelt my items. So let's get a whole bunch of furnaces in. Good, good. And then finally, we got this section here where I probably need to move this chest. This has got so much junk in it. Give me 1 second. I'll just borrow these barrels. But yeah, this section would probably be good for our nether portal. So for sure, we're going to need another pillar in here. That leaves us a 5 wide gap. So we'll actually just go ahead and put the nether portal back in 1 second. And of course, I also lost my flint and steel in the nether. So we'll light this in a sec. But let's have a go at decorating up this portal. I kind of want to try and hide all the obsidian. In fact, actually, let's bring a beam across there. We'll put stairs there. And then around the corner with a trapdoor in the middle. Hey, that doesn't actually look too bad. But anyway, we'll extend the beam up there and we'll just fill this top section in with some tuff. Maybe a couple of decorational chests up there. I don't know, I'm sure it's fine. Oh, let's actually as well cover up the back of this nether portal. I don't want to fall into that cave. Yeah, that's actually going to be so good. Right, I just need to polish off this side where the mob farm is. And I don't think this needs to be anything too crazy. We, of course, already have the function there. And I think I want to start bringing across the roof if I can. Oh, wait, I've also got the lever to hook up to. So I'm probably going to want to connect that to... I don't know, maybe here? That should be pretty easy. Just need the repeater there. Oh, wait, the skelly farm's working again. Just forgot to turn the lights off. Grab this redstone, hook the line back up, throw the lever on, and there we go. They should stop spawning now. But let's just tidy up this last bit of wall, where of course we'll just use some more tuff. Now I just need to get this section rounded off. Oh wait, the shells are a different texture, I think because they're powered by redstone. Hey, that's pretty cool. Usually it looks like this with like the 3 sections, but this one's just got 1. All right, good to know. Anyway, just give me a quick sec to finish off this ceiling. Basically just going to run some slab beams across the top, but I think that's going to make it more of a random pattern. And I got a little idea of how we can decorate this up in a second. But yeah, right now looking something like that. What I think I also want to do is sort out this central pillar thing. We'll just try and add some spruce bits to it, which I think will tie it in with the rest of the build. All right, that's actually not looking too bad, but I can still see that tiny bit of glass there. I might just replace that with planks. Yeah, I mean, very minor, but that does look a lot better. Let's do that at the top as well. Oh, you don't need silk touch to break this glass? Nah, there's no way. Yo! All my torches are gone. Right, probably good that the torches are gone from the floor because, well, I kind of want to get rid of this and replace it with something else. Which should also tie into the ceiling plan. I got plan 2. Just bear with me 1 moment while I dig all this up. And what I want to replace this floor with is actually on the surface. So I may as well go ahead and dig out one of these holes. There we go. And the thing that I want to replace the floor with is actually just right here. Oh, some lovely grass, which now we can silk touch. Because, yeah, I want to inject a little bit of nature down there. So let's dig our way back down and fill this floor in with some grass. Oh, look how much more vibrant this place is looking already. Yes, this is so good. Now, we've also got plenty of bone meal. So I think let's maybe throw a bit of this down. I only really want the grass and stuff on the edges, though. I do also wonder how it would look. Just had a bit of path going around as well. I mean, maybe this is a bit too much. But you know what? Actually, I'm liking that. Now, like I said, I want to tie the floor into the ceiling. And for that, I'm going to need to take another quick trip back home. And while I'm doing that, I may as well just dig out the other hole again. Oh, there we go. Hole number 2. Should probably mark this one so I don't fall down. Oh, actually, this is going to be the bubble elevator. So I'm going to just put the water down. I can do the kelp trick when I come back. But anyway, back at the base. Do I have any more leaves? Oh, I've got 10. And another 9. Oh, and another stack. I tell you what, just to be safe, let's make some shears. Oh, wait, the copper golem's aged. No, I want to keep him shiny. There you go, buddy. I'm sure he appreciates it. But anyway, let's get our leaves in the ceiling here, just covering all the stone. And I know for a fact it's going to look good, because I did something really similar over on the hardcore world in our super duper underground storage room. And yes, look at that, with the falling leaves everywhere as well. Yo, this is so cool. Well, this room's actually looking so alive now. Can maybe chuck some more leaves around the place as well. Yeah, this is actually so good. I'm so pleased with how this is coming out. But before I forget, let's craft a fresh flint and steel and get this portal lit. Let's also texture up some of this spruce wood because I got plenty of oak to use. I mean, it's not much, but it's going to be these little details that will make the difference at the end. So this is definitely worth doing. I also want to do stuff like add some random trapdoors onto the pillars. I should make this place look a bit more rustic. Oh wait, I've also seen here, I need to get the tuff in. And finally, get some tuff in here as well and replace that stone slab. And you know what? I think this room is done. What I think I'm actually going to do with this mossy cobble though is come into here and just switch out some of this regular stone with the mossy. Seemed a shame not to use it, and it was originally here in the dungeon, but I only got a limited amount of this stuff, so I'm going to have to be pretty careful with it. We'll get some on this upper part of the back wall. I think this is the one that we're really going to see most from the room, and just like that, we're at a mossy. Oh, they're spawning. No, please. Get out. Let's also get myself out of here. Break all this and fill the window back in. And yes, that actually looks so much better. Didn't get the mossy like on here and over there, but you know what? When you stand in a room, it looks really good. Oh, I'm loving it. Right, let's actually just switch the farm back on again because I'm going to get some more XP and enchant my sword before this episode's done. And while we're waiting for them to spawn, let's actually grab some bones, make some bone meal, and we can sort out this bubble elevator. All right, I think that's fully grown. Break the kelp. Oh, finally a good way out. Yes, no more clambering through the cave. Then over here's our way in. We got the chest and the water trick. Can just walk right out. Guys, this project has turned out so much better than I expected. I mean, like I said at the start of the episode, when I find a spawner, I just make like a quick and dirty farm, but this is so satisfying. Oh, seeing them whizzing up there, having a proper on and off switch. Oh, look at that. You know what? It still looks good. But yeah, guys, I'm going to quickly get myself back up to level 30, and then we can enchant this sword, which coincidentally is going to be getting a lot of use in this farm. Okay, see you in a second. All right, 33 levels, and we have a couple things left to enchant, starting with the sword. Unbreaking 3. I kind of really like to see looting or sharpness on there. I mean, what do we have on the helmet? Let's check that first. Oh, respiration 3. Well, that paired with a depth strider on our boots, I think we'll go for that. Just respiration 3? Can't lie, that's kind of disappointing. But anyway, back to the sword. Smite 4? You know what? I'm not doing it. No, should have taken the first enchantment. I'll tell you what, next episode we're enchanting that because I'm running out of time today. It is almost the end of the 8th day for me, which means we've only got 15 days to go after this, and we still have an absolute ton to do. So with that, we're going to move on to question time with Blocky, and this episode's question comes from A. I mean, that is literally the name, it just said A. And they asked, do you plan on making videos with people again? Now, this is a really good question because I used to make videos with people like all the time, and well, for the past year, I haven't really done that. Now, this is for a few reasons. The main one being that this year, me and my partner had our first baby, and now baby Blocky is almost 7 months old. But yeah, with baby Blocky being here, my time's been a lot more limited this past year. And when making content with other people, you're kind of beholden to their time schedule and stuff. So yeah, single player has kind of just fit my personal schedule a lot better, because when working and making videos, everything's in my own time, you know? I don't need to worry about baby Blocky crying and ruining other people's recordings. But yeah, with that said, I would definitely like to make content with other people again. And I'm sure it will happen at some point. I mean, let me know in the comments who you'd like me to do videos with, or maybe another island series with Froggy. They're always fun. So yeah, I guess answer to your question, yep, definitely do plan on doing it at some point. It's just got to be when the time's right. Plus, there's still so much single player content that I need to finish, and we've still got the hardcore world going. Plus, I really am enjoying this little challenge series and 100 days and stuff. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, and everyone else found it somewhat interesting. Now, finally, I did see another comment that's not really a question. I guess it was like more of a statement. And that was from Chalubi, and they said they're expecting more dad jokes in the videos, which I guess now that I have a baby, I am allowed to do. So, why did the baker have smelly hands? Because he needed a poo. Okay, right, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye! Well, the XP farm we built last episode has been such a game changer for the Countdown world, but it does have one downfall. Getting here from the base is proving to be quite a tedious journey. So this episode, I think we're going to go ahead and fix that. And I think I got a pretty good plan to get this done, taking some inspiration for what we built in episode 2, where of course we had this minecart system that takes us all the way to the mine and goes over this lovely little bridge here. So I'm thinking, what if we take this idea and massively expand it to build a bridge going all the way across to the village? bridge, which is, of course, where we have our XP farm. Now, if I head up to the storage room and grab myself a whole bunch of dirt, I want to get a rough idea of where this bridge is going to go and also how big it's going to be. I mean, maybe around here where these trees are would be a good spot. Let's actually just clear these things out. And yeah, maybe a straight shot from here, leading right into those trees over there. That could work. I do need to place dirt going all the way across, though. And we can also find out how many blocks long it is. And turns out I placed 102 dirt. So this is actually pretty massive. Oh boy, I don't know if I'm going to get this one done in 2 days or not. Maybe this will be a 3-day episode. I guess we'll find out. What I actually want to do is hop down into this boat and just take a step back on the river here and just check that this is actually high enough. I mean, I think that should be pretty good. Kind of thinking of making this bridge out of stone. But before we get onto the design of this thing, I kind of want to talk about the function of it, because just like we did with this little bridge here, we got the function of the minecart track. And for this bigger, much grander bridge, I want to do just exactly the same. Get a nice minecart going across it. It's going to lead to a station on the other side, and then possibly a station somewhere around here as well. But if we pop back to the storage room, in here we should have some okay, we got 13 rails. This is kind of my point. We don't really have much iron either. We've only got 31, which I'm pretty sure is going to be nowhere near enough for what we need. So I think what might be best is going ahead, grabbing some villagers from the village, bringing back over to the base, and maybe like somewhere around here we could build a little iron farm. I think I'll just do a simple basic one, the one that I've built a million times before on the channel. Just need to catch myself some villagers. I've got a few safe in the houses, but perhaps we'll save those for later. Let's actually just grab a crafting table and we'll make a few boats. Let's just try catch these guys. Go on, in you get. Yes, should be pretty straightforward to bring back. Now we got that dirt bridge. But anyway, come here. Need to catch a few more. Thank you. We'll get you right here next to your friend. And now finally, one more villager, please. Come on, come out. You're free now. Please get in that boat. You know what? I'll do it myself. Go on. There we go. But anyway, with our 3 villagers caught, this should be pretty simple from here on out. So I think we'll go ahead and get this done in a quick time lapse. Let's do it. And this thing, I think, should start working. I'll leave a link to the tutorial for this in the description for those of you that want to build it yourselves. Only things I really did differently was instead of doing path block, I put a field here instead. That's just so we can get iron golems spawning in this section. And I can't lie, I have kind of built this in a really stupid place, because looking down here, you can see I built it above a cave. So I had to place a whole bunch of these stone buttons just to stop the iron golems from spawning down here. I mean, hopefully this works. I've not actually had one spawn yet. Just down here is where the little collection system is. I've got a couple of double chests, and as you can see, not quite working yet. I think what I'm going to do is pretty much lunchtime for me now, so I'm going to go away AFK over at the starter house and just let this run for an hour or so. And honestly, while saying this, I've probably got a little time lapse running showing you how it's going. Fingers crossed this thing's working. All right, I think it's safe to say that this thing's been working over here. Oh yeah, look at that timing. Yo, let's go. Iron Golem, I am so sorry, but it's going to be for the greater good. We should have a decent amount of iron in here now. A few potatoes and some rotten flesh as well, but a stack and a half of iron. I think what we'll do, though, we're going to let that run in the background while we start working on this bridge. And I think the first thing that I want to do is expand the width of this. But like I said before, I want this to be made out of our stone blocks. And how many do we really have? Yeah, it is not looking great. There's a bit more in here. I don't really want to use cobble. I think I want to use this regular stone, some stone bricks, as well as this andesite. But thinking about it, we may have some more blocks over at the skeleton farm. Let's just drop down here. And I think in one of these barrels, oh yes. Oh, loads of stone, bit of andesite. Oh, and actually, I'll tell you what, while I'm down here, I'm just going to get myself up to level 33. There we go. And one for good luck. Oh, wait, there's this chest here. Oh, yes, there's my andesite. Okay, right, this could be enough stone just to go ahead and put a 5-wide layer on top of the dirt bridge that we've already got. And there we go. This thing's still looking pretty terrible, but we are getting a good idea of the palette that I want to go for. But even finding that remaining stone down at the skeleton farm, that is still going to be nowhere near enough to finish this bridge off. I'm thinking like a whole bunch of different arches and pillars going all the way down to really make this thing look supported and, of course, make it look good, which, quite frankly, going to require quite a lot more stone than we currently have. So at this point, I'm going to need to kick it into a little bit of a material gathering grind. Going to need a whole bunch of stone and andesite, obviously. But I think to make my life a little bit easier, I want to quickly just head to the mine and see if I can't grab myself a few more diamonds. Just give me 1 second to do a bit of digging. Oh, that's not taking long. Let's actually get the fortune pick out. Oh, and come to me. Oh, it's an 8. Oh, and 21 diamonds. Don't mind if I do. Anyway, let's hop out the mine and let's craft ourselves a couple new diamond pickaxes and let's get them enchanted. Okay, pretty good. And the second one? Efficiency 4. Oh, and silk touch. No unbreaking though. Right, they are going to come in handy for my resource gathering. And lastly, I'm just going to make a few chests just so I can store all the stone that I collect. Right, get me off of here. And I guess I'll dig around where I was getting iron before, because I know we've got loads of andesite around here. So I'll get a couple of chests down and hopefully get them both filled up with the things that we need. Okay, time lapse. Okay, materials have been gathered and all collected up into this single double chest. I've basically got 18 stacks of each block that we need. I think originally I did say 2 double chests, but I always tend to overestimate the amount of blocks that I need, so we're going to stick with 1 and see how we go. Knowing my luck, it's definitely not going to be enough. But the first thing I want to work on here is the pillars supporting the bridge, and I think for now I'm just going to mark them out on the top. So let's say we probably want the first pillar to be like here, and I think I'm going to make them 2 blocks wide. Then I think we're going to have a gap of 11, which I think should be enough to get a nice arch shape underneath. Just got to get this going all the way along now. But there we go, all the pillars marked out. You can see I marked them out on the other side as well. That was just me double checking I got the spacing right. But I think before we build them, I want to go ahead and grab a few more of our blocks here. And I want to go ahead and just thicken up this platform a little bit, just by 1 block, because I think this should give us a little bit more detailing room once we actually get to that stage. With such a big grey structure, it's going to be super important to making it actually look good. But there we go, all placed in. Oh, except I've missed a spot here. But with that, it's time to grab some more materials and go ahead and start building in these pillars. Now, this is going to be a little bit tedious, I think, because I, of course, want these to come all the way down to the bottom. I mean, this pillar's actually not too bad. But you can see, as we move further along the bridge, it ends up getting pretty deep in some spots. Plus, this bridge is 5 blocks wide, and I want these pillars to do the same. Thankfully, we got respiration on our helmet the other day, so that is going to help massively with the underwater sections. At this point, I just got to pray that I got enough blocks to get all these pillars done, though. But just like that, we got 1 pillar in already, and didn't even use a stack of each block. So just another 7 pillars to go, some of which are pretty deep. So I think we'll get this done in a quick time lapse. Let's get building. And here we go, pillars are all in, and it's definitely looking a lot better now we don't have a big floating stone thing going across the water. What's not looking great though is these big square things here, where of course I need to go ahead and get some arches in. One slight problem though, I can't really reach up there, and I think I got a pretty good idea to solve that. Now, first of all, between clips there, I did spend a little bit of time at the Skelly farm grinding some more XP, and I've got myself up to 39 levels. So we can afford 4 more enchantments now, which I'm pretty sure we're going to end up needing. Now, do we have enough diamonds to do chest plate plus leggings? Oh yes, I want to get those 2 enchanted, plus this sword, and I also want to go ahead and enchant a bow. And that is all because I plan on taking another trip to the Nether to try and find myself a happy ghast, which I think would be so useful for building up this bridge. We'll still smite 4 on the sword. On the bow, punch 1. Surely we got, like, some other good stuff there. A level 30 enchantment for punch 1. You are kidding. Right, Unbreaking 3 on the sword. Just Unbreaking 3. This is actually just going terribly. Fire Protection 3 plus Unbreaking. I'll take that. That's good for the Nether. And on the pants, Protection 3. Just Protection 3. You know what? So far in this series, I've had some pretty good luck with enchanting. And granted, that was pretty bad. And we probably got a better bow over at the Skelly farm. You know what? Actually, I hate this bow so much, I'm throwing it away. Right, what I'll also need is some better food. We'll also grab a bunch of this deep slate. We've got so much of this, I don't really mind using it. Let's also grab some buckets of water. That actually might come in handy for putting out some fires. And I think everything else we need should be over at the Skelly farm, where just down here I've organized a whole bunch of bows and stuff. I mean, it's got to be something half decent. Power 2. Oh, power 3, Unbreaking 3. I'll take that. Can also grab some arrows. Oh, what also might be smart, maybe take a piece of gold armor. Blast Protection 2 and Breaking 2 gold helmet. Yeah, if I just chuck this on, that should stop those Hogling guys getting aggroed on me. But anyway, let's hop in and we'll hope for the best here. Oh boy, I hate the Nether. I think what I'm going to do is going to pick a direction and start exploring. I need to find myself one of those soul sand valleys. Plus, actually, can I grab this gold without them getting mad? Yes. Right, that will also come in handy later on today. Plus, you know what? I'll grab the quartz. And is this stupid? Just doing this. I mean, if I get hit with a gas ball right now, I'm probably going to fall down in that lava and lose all my stuff. Hey, but that's no worries. We're already here. We're safe. Right, not Soul Sand Valley, but I guess it's good to know we got one of these biomes here. I think this is called the Warp Forest. Oh, and we got a family of hoglins over there. I think they should be pretty chill now I'm wearing that gold helmet, though. Right, guys? You chill?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. All those noises are freaking me out. Oh, wait. Blue flames over there. Okay, that must be Soul Sand Valley. So, I don't see any gas, so I'm going to take a big risk and make another platform. This is a pretty bridge-heavy episode today, though this one's slightly more dangerous than the one at home. Oh, please, nothing knock me off. Not now. My little finger has never pressed shift so hard in its life. Right, let's just connect it up into here and maybe do a little bit of digging. Oh, we are getting close. Maybe at this point, I can leave a few pillars to follow back. Soul Sand Valley, just up there, I can see one of those little bone things. I'm pretty sure that's where the happy gas little baby things spawn. Kind of hoping we can just mine one of those up and get out of here. Oh, wait, yeah, and skeletons spawn here too. Get out. Finally got the bow achievement. Right, we've only got to find one of those little baby gas things. I think I'm just going to pillar up, honestly. There was one of these bone structures up here. Yes. No. Please leave. I'm so good. Yes! There it is. Come to me. Right, honestly, there's like nothing else that I really need here. Let's get back home. I guess it would have been nice to see a fortress around here. And I don't know if we're ever going to need to go, but it'd be nice to know that we got one. Either way, though, the journey home should be pretty simple, I think. Oh, yeah, look, there's my deep slate pillar. Right, so we come up round here. I should have a tunnel somewhere. Although saying that, when I see it, I should grab this gold. Thankfully, I got silk touch on me. Anyway, let's not waste too much time. I'm trying to get this all done in 2 days. So I do think most likely this is probably going to take 3. I've still got a lot planned for this episode. Hey, you know what? If it does, it does. That's fine. Let's grab a last little bit of gold, hop over the final bridge, and get me back home. Oh yeah, that's a relief. A pretty successful nether trip. Right, I'm going to go hatch this dry ghast. I mean, this takes about 20 minutes, and I've already done it on the channel before. So I think what I'll do, I'll get flashback running. Realise I left my diamond helmet at the Scuddy farm. What a moron. Point is, next thing you'll see it hatch. And then hopefully grow up. Oh, actually, no, wait. Before I do that, I need to make the ghast harness thing. I've already got leads ready. But for the harness, I think we need... oh yeah, some leather. I think we need iron. And I'm fairly certain that we're going to need some wool. I don't really want it to be white, so let's maybe turn that to yellow. And hopefully, how do I craft the harness? I'm a big moron. You need glass. And finally, there it is. Yellow harness. Hello? Oh! Intruders! Please, guys, I'm just trying to live a super peaceful life over here, and you're just ruining everything. You know what? Just run away. They're not worth it. They're following me. Right, anyway, I was going to make a little hole here for the ghast. Oh, they're back, please! Guys, they're all so annoying. Let this serve as a reminder to you all. Do not mess with Blocky. Even though he's completely covered in arrows, that's besides the point. Anyway, ghast in here. In you go. And I'm going to nip and grab a bit of snow, just so that I can grow that guy up. Anyway, you know what's going on. See you in a second. Oh, and here we go. Look at this big boy. Right, I think we all know what this means. Your guys' name suggestions in the comments. And I think I'm going to request a nice ghast pun. Come on, guys, make me laugh. Anyway, we got this harness that we can chuck on. Oh, yes, he looks so cool. But while I was waiting, I crafted up some stony bits here to make the arches. But anyway, let's grab this lead and hop on this guy. Oh, yes, we are flying. This is so stupid. But honestly, I've got to say a good addition to the game because it does make building up high so much easier, of which we have quite a lot to do on this bridge. And I want to come up with a bit of a design for this arch. I'm thinking something like this on each side, 2 blocks and a wall. Then we can go block, slab, and we'll get the same over here as well. Then next up, we'll have a block. Then if we go slab and slab, get rid of this dirt. I'm thinking this should look okay. Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, that does look good. Let me just slap it on this arch as well, just so we can really make sure. Yeah, that's actually looking really good. One thing I am wondering, though, is do we need to bring this, like, all the way over and make this whole archway 5 wide? Kind of feel like we might actually need to do that. Let's quickly give it a good go, though, just to make sure. Yeah, I do think that's what we're going to have to do. That is going to take up quite a bit more resources, plus a lot more time. But you know what? I think it's going to be worth it. Let's get it done. And okay, thanks to our new happy friend, this bridge is looking so much better now. And I mean, I think actually it's looking a lot more like a bridge in general. But up until this point, we've only really got the grey tones on our colour palette. And I think now's the time to start introducing some new materials. Now, I've gathered quite a few wood pieces here. And the first thing I'd like to try is adding a whole row of these spruce shelves. You know, got a few crafted here so we can see what it looks like. Oh yeah, I think that's actually going to be pretty good, you know, because I think to tie it in with our smaller bridge over by the mine, you can see there we've got a row of shelves and then trapdoors on top. So I think that's what we need to do. Just got to craft up a whole bunch more of these. There we go. What's that? 2 and a bit stacks. That might be enough. At the same time, though, it might not be. Just give me 1 second. Okay, definitely not enough. Got most of it done. We'll just need to process a little bit more of this spruce wood. And this should get the job done. Yes, there we go. Right, next up is the railings. And on the last bridge, well, we made that out of these oak trap doors. Oh, geez, I don't think that's going to be enough. Please craft some more. 3 and a bit stacks. Geez, this is an expensive bridge. Ah, yes. And of course I'd be a few trapdoors short. Oh, I do love Minecraft. But there we go, all the trapdoors in. Now just to flick each individual one upwards. Can't lie, this is kind of satisfying. Oh, but there we go, look at that. Yes, this is turning out so awesome. I don't know why, but bridges are just so satisfying to build. Oh, I am loving this. Now, I still have plans to add a bit more color into this. But first of all, I think I want to go ahead and figure out some nice lighting in the form of some lanterns. But of course, we are in the copper update, and I've been smelting a bunch of this stuff up, hoping that we can craft ourselves some copper lantern. How the heck do you craft copper lanterns? Bear with me 1 moment. You need to make copper torches? Honestly, I did not know that was a thing. But now we can make some copper lanterns, a whole stack of them. Oh, let's go. Let's also get some of these copper chains, actually. Oh, wait, this is fun. New stuff I didn't really know existed. Now, in terms of placement, well, I kind of want to have a pillar in the middle of the arch, which I think is like here. Then we'll throw a wall on top of that and then a lantern. We'll also do the same on the other side. Now, I just need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yes, comment the meme. 8, 9, 10, 11. And this is where our next one will go. Oh, and yeah, that going all the way down will look so good. Right, let's actually grab our little happy friend and hop on. Because I think also some lighting underneath the arch would look really good. Just need to actually navigate this. Oh, this ghast is going crazy. In fact, press shift, use them as a platform. We'll go chain, lantern. Let's do that over here as well, just so we can double check. And what do we think about this? Oh, wait, yeah, I'm so happy with that. Right, let me just tie this guy back up, give it a quick sleep, and give me a quick second to get this lighting in. Okay, yeah, that looks awesome. Still, though, looking a little bit bland towards the bottom of these pillars. I'm thinking perhaps maybe a little bit of greenery in there could look really nice. Probably in the form of some moss and some mossy cobble. Now, we have not found moss at all yet in this world, and there are a couple of options that I know to get it. Firstly, getting it from a shipwreck, which obviously we find in the ocean. And secondly, probably the most obvious one is finding a lush cave. So I think I'm going to head out in this direction. I've not explored over this way yet, and hopefully find either an ocean or one of those like azalea tree things. And hopefully this doesn't take too long. Kind of forgot to mention I'm on the 3rd day of recording now, so this project has to get finished today. Now, I mean, azalea trees could literally be anywhere, I think. I don't think they need to be in like a specific biome or anything. I mean, getting up oh, no, powdered snow. Okay. Oh man, I hate that stuff. What I was going to say is getting up high and getting a good vantage point would probably be a good idea. Although, Mega Tiger. I've done it again. Get me out. But yeah, Mega Tiger. This is one of my favorite biomes, actually. Oh, and look. Yes, a good place to get mossy cobble. May as well harvest some of this up in case I don't find moss. Though I would quite like to find it, because I think I want some of those azalea leaves as well. Low key, I kind of completely forgot that you can get mossy cobble in this biome. Maybe this is a good sign for a lush cave, though. Ooh. Oh, different coloured dog. I don't have any bones on me. I'll come back for you one day, dog. Oh, little cave opening here. Maybe we find moss? Or maybe not. You know what? Get me out of here. Right, let's actually take this high ground. I want to try and get a good overview of this biome. Oh my, look at that. That is the biggest death trap I think I've ever seen. You know what? Let's just, let's skip past this section as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, because that is falling quickly. Right. Oh, yes. Yo. Right, this leads to a lush cave, right? This azalea tree. I think we just need to dig out this... what's it called? Rooted dirt. We should fall into a cave, at least in theory. Come on, take me to moss. I'm desperate and I don't have much time. Oh, yes. Give it to me. Oh, yo, let's go. Lush cave. Give me you. Give me some moss. I guess I'll take some glow berries as well. This will be useful for a later episode that I got planned. Do you need shears for this? No. Okay. Right, this will probably come in handy too. Right, I'm not going to mess around in here. I'm just going to get out and head back home and also farm up a bit of moss with all our bone meal. Oh, and of course the lava's made it down. Thankfully, fire tick is off in this world, so this forest isn't going to burn down. But oh boy, that thing is incredibly ugly. All right, anyway, let's head back, farm up some moss, and then we can get back to detailing. Okay, materials gathered, and I collected them all up into this chest here. We got a bit of moss. I also made some mossy stone bricks, as well as the mossy cobble, and then a whole bunch of azalea leaves as well. And I think these are going to be absolutely perfect for detailing. Come here, you. Get attracted to the snow. Please come back. I want to ride you. There we go. Anyway, I figured we'd do a little bit of this detailing together, and then I'll go away and get it done over the whole bridge. But if we park this ghast up like here, the plan is pretty simple. I want to make a little bit of a gradient with our moss. So we have our moss and then our mossy cobble. Then around that, we can add in some of this mossy brick. We'll get this going around on this side too. And actually, in some spots near the bottom, this is where I'll chuck in a few of our azalea leaves and just kind of spread it around the water a little bit, with maybe also some moss in there too, which actually I think would be quite nice if we bone mealed. So just grab it from this chest. I forgot to bring it. So yeah, let's give that a go. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so pretty. Let's maybe do something similar near the top here just to get a proper idea of it. And what I tend to do, just make like a random shape of the moss, then just sort of like hollow out one block's worth at a time. So next, obviously, we got the mossy cobble, and then we'll throw in a few of our bricks as well. You know what? Maybe even a leaf in there. Why not? Actually, you know what? I take that back. I hate that leaf. Put the moss back. But yeah, I think this going over the whole bridge is really going to make this thing pop off. I think maybe just one moss patch per pillar would look okay. I don't want to make this thing overkill, but at the bottom of every one, I do want to do that like moss and azalea leaf thing. Kind of make it look like there's been some debris built up there. I think it's things like that that's going to help embed this bridge into the world. I think though, what I'm actually going to do is grab the rest of my bone meal and go farm out some more of this moss. So I think I'm going to need a few more of these mossy bricks. But anyway, I won't waste your guys' time. We'll kick it into a quick time lapse. Guys, I think a trident guy just killed my ghast. Oh, look at him over my shoulder. Bruh, you are evil. Oh, and he's coming for me. I don't think I have the facilities to take this guy on. Also, can we just have a quick moment of silence for our happy ghast? I'm going to have to go back and get another one some point later on. No, the bridge is looking so good as well. I'm only halfway done. I mean, can I just take this guy on? You know what? Avenge the happy ghast. Come here, you absolute fool. Give me that trident as well while you're at it. Absolute moron. Oh, I should have been paying attention to the happy ghast hearts. Oh, that absolutely sucks. Okay, resume the time lapse. Oh, geez, what an episode this is. Okay, and there we go. All the detailing complete. Looking really, really good. So glad they went through the effort of adding all that. But seriously, at what cost did that come? Oh boy, I'm still mourning the loss of our happy ghast. And honestly, I think we need some kind of memorial here. As you can see, I've kept his lead and his harness. So I think we should make ourselves a couple of item frames. And we'll let this serve as a little reminder of our best friend. Probably shouldn't say best friend in front of these guys. Yep, I don't have favorites, but I don't know, that ghast was pretty useful. Don't worry, buddy, we won't forget about you. We should probably still give that guy a name as well. And we'll pick one from our comments and we'll leave a sign there. Guess for now, we'll just call you No Name. But next up, we need to add the function of the bridge, which is, of course, going to be all our rails and stuff. So I should be able to craft up a decent amount of this powered rail. 42, I think that'll be good. I guess redstone really is the only bottleneck, so I'll fortune up some of this. We'll also need some levers, as well as some normal rail. I'm pretty sure the iron farm's been working wonders while we've been building that bridge. Oh, yes. Oh, come to me. Right, let's craft up a bunch of this. Oh. Okay. Right, that is almost certainly enough rail. Oh, why did I craft all that? That is so stupid. Anyway, I was going to get this running down the entire length of the bridge. I think everywhere that we have lanterns, we'll put 3 powered rail, just to keep this symmetrical. All right, there we go. I actually just want to connect this rail up to near the entrance of the mob farm. So what I'll do for now, I'll make a rough plan out of cobblestone. So I do kind of have plans to build over in this area in a later episode. That's if I actually have enough time. So I don't necessarily want to decorate this area up just yet, because I don't really know how that's going to go. But we can at least get our our rail in ready. I think we'll just have the rail come to like here. So it's only a short walk to the mob farm. Anyway, I just need to get the rest of this rail in and get it all powered on. Oh, wait, look, the lanterns have changed color. Oh, that actually looks so cool. But with the rail all done, I think next up I want to go ahead and work on a little building at the entrance here. I don't think this is going to be anything huge. Maybe something like this kind of size. Because I just want something to serve as a bit of a train station type building here. I think we're going to go with a bit of like a stone farmhouse kind of look. Because in a future episode, I do plan on transforming all this horrible stone into a nice bit of farmland. So yeah, I think a nice little stony farmhouse will fit in quite well. And you know what? This episode is running on. I do pretty much have all the resources that I need. Just going to go and grab myself a bit of deep slate from storage. And we'll get this thing built. And here we go, stone farmhouse all complete, and I think this is looking so cozy. I got it relatively detailed up. I think there is still definitely more that I'd like to do to this sort of building, but I think we're going to save that to move on to this big project here. But yeah, overall, for like a little 15-minute build, it's turned out pretty good. Not really too much going on the inside. I kind of just tidied it up with some sprucey bits and sorted out this stairway up into the rail. Thinking about it, actually, we still need to go ahead and ride this thing. So let's give this a quick go and take a look at the house from this side. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good. Not too much detail on this side. Oh, but look at this automatic transport to the mob farm. Hopefully we make it up this hill. Oh yeah, we're all good. Yes, let's go. Anyway, let's ride this thing back. Be cool to make this like a proper tunnel at some point if we get time in the world. But I gotta say, I am so happy with this episode's project. Did take a little bit longer than I thought it would, but I gotta say, all this effort has been totally worth it. I mean, look at that bridge. It's so cool. I said it a million times, but I'm so pleased with this thing. But anyway, with this episode's project complete, it's of course time to move on to question time with Blocky. And I had to come to the sugarcane farm to get some paper to make the book. And I think we may have had another tragic loss because I cannot see that copper golem anywhere. But a good old look around. I mean, maybe he's hiding in the wheat. Doesn't really look like it though. So yeah, probably gonna have to replace that guy. Well, this has been a real episode for losses. Anyway, on to today's question. And that comes from Crazy Wingman. And they ask, what is the process you go through when creating your builds? Do you freestyle them or do you pre-plan them in creative? Now, I thought this was a good question to talk about because, well, for me, it kind of really depends on the build. And a lot of them in this world have been completely freestyled. Though what I may do in a creative world is just sort of plan out the size and location. I mean, I did do that with a starter house, but everything else in this area I did just kind of wing. And as for today's project, the bridge, I didn't really plan it in creative, but I did kind of figure out the block palette that I wanted to do. So I guess for me, you could say I do a mix of both. I think if I pre-plan it in creative, like I said, it's more like location-based sort of thing. That said, there are definitely some things that I've planned in creative, or got help from some of my friends in a creative world. Can't really think off the top of my head, but the big amethyst tree in the hardcore world, as well as the mine building, they were pre-planned in creative. But in my opinion, nothing really wrong with that at all. Minecraft is a sandbox game and there's no rules of how you should play it. And I think that also goes for people using like Matica and stuff as well. If that's how you have fun playing, then hey, go ahead and have fun. Throughout our time spent in the Countdown world, I've been collecting up a whole ton of resources. And because of this, I've begun to outgrow our starter storage room. So I think today we're going to solve this problem by building a secret underground base, complete with everything that we're going to need to survive. Now, you may notice that there are only 11 days to go now, and well, I've actually skipped a day. That's because yesterday I took a train up to London to spend the day at the YouTube office, which is pretty cool. But I did manage to make a bit of progress by digging out a big old area for our secret base. Yep, that's right. I was the weird guy playing Minecraft on a train, but it's worth it for the Countdown world. Now, in terms of location for the secret base, over here is where I've put it. You can see I've got a little bubble elevator here and then a drop down. And I got a pretty cool idea for this area a little later on so we can hide the entrance. But let's take a trip down here and you can see this is the space that I've dug out. It's quite a big space with a lot of area around the edge and then this little sunken part in the middle. Oh, and it looks like we have a visitor. Hello. Oh, multiple visitors. Should probably light this area up. Let's maybe go ahead and do that. I don't really fancy having zombie sounds the entire episode. But you'll also see here, my tools have taken an absolute beating digging out this place. Pretty much used the whole efficiency on breaking pick and almost all of the silk touch one. Plus the shovel's seen better days. We'll probably have to address that at some point in this episode. But I think for now, you can see here, I've been gathering up a whole bunch of wood. And I want to go ahead and start working out a little plan for the design of this place. I think what we're going to do, we're going to start with a railing going around this area. So we'll place down some stripped spruce, leaving a gap of 3 in between them all. So we got something like that, looking nice and even. Then to really polish that off, we'll chuck some slabs on each of the logs. Then I think in between all those gaps, we need to get some fences. And I think we'll do some oak ones. Or maybe what actually might be better is some fence gates. Let's maybe just place both down and take a look at what we like. And I do kind of prefer the gates, but what if we actually did like a mix of the two? Oh yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Right, just give me a sec to get this going all the way around. I'm gonna leave gaps in the middle ones, where I think I want to make myself some spruce stairs. This will be like where we have a staircase down. Yeah, that'll actually be pretty good. Get that going on all 4 of these sections though. All right, good. Probably need to try and embed this into the other sections a bit more though. So maybe we can do something like this. Yeah, I think that could work. Just got to do this a few more times. Yep, that's actually looking a lot tidier. Now, before I actually forget, probably need to bring the pillars right the way down here, just so they're not like floating on stone. And maybe for a little bit of extra detail, can we do some like upside down stairs underneath the fences? Yeah, I think that would work pretty well. What we will need to do though is get rid of this bit of stone and chuck in another strip log, and maybe to add a little bit more detail to those walls. So maybe use some of these blocks that we got in here. We got so many. Perhaps we could go with some andesite and maybe turn it into polished. How would that look in here? Yeah, actually don't mind that at all. Would it maybe be worth though chucking in a bit of regular andesite just for a bit of texture variation? Oh yeah, I definitely think it would. Right, let's gonna get these other 3 corners sorted, and then we probably need to move on to some function of this place. Well, because right now this is just a pretty ugly hole in the ground. See you in a second. And in terms of function, I think we probably want to start with the chest and stuff, because obviously this is meant to be our storage room. Now we do have quite a lot of logs here, but I'm not 100% sure it's going to be enough. How many chests can we make here? Oh, 3 stacks. I guess we'll just see how we get on with that. Now I think I want the storage to actually be on this top level here. I'm going to save this bottom one for some different function and decoration, which I think we'll get onto a little bit later in the episode. So yeah, chests and stuff I think are going to go in these back walls. Now of course we have 4 sides, that one over there being the entrance, and I think I want each individual side to have its own separate function as well. So I think I need to be smart about where I'm actually placing these chests. I mean, perhaps I could maybe mirror these pillars on this side and have chests like in between. I guess that would leave us a 3 wide little walkway. That's probably okay. So let's just work on one of these sides together, I think. We'll get pillars going right the way up to the top. So I guess maybe I don't really need it to go this high. We'll see though. We'll have chests in here like this. I mean, that's a 3 by 5. I think that should be pretty good, you know? I mean, I'm almost positive the amount of storage we're going to have is going to be so overkill for this world, but I mean, a lot of it is going to be decorational as well. So yeah, let's fill up this little section here, and on this side, let's get the rest of the pillars in as well, because I think in this middle section here, in line with the staircase, this is where we're going to have a bit of different function. We'll just get all these chests in first though. I mean, yeah, that is quite a lot of storage, isn't it? Especially once this is going all the way around. Anyway, let's grab some more of these sprucey pieces, and I think in this middle section, I kind of want to make some like little benches and stuff, and then also some shelves, and this is where I want to put all of our like crafting table-y type blocks. Should maybe go and collect the different ones that I have though. I mean, what do we have over at the starter house? I mean, a crafting table, we already have that. Okay, honestly, that's about it. You know what? Could probably go ahead and craft some. So we'll get a stone cutter. We can make a loom, maybe a smithing table as well. Oh, and I'll tell you what would be really good, which we don't actually have yet. Here's an anvil. So we can grab a whole bunch of iron here and we can get that crafted up. That's just a matter of placing these things in. There we go. Oh yeah, and this little section is actually going to come in so handy. Right, I think I want to get the chest place in on all the other sides. Of course, leaving room for our other function stuff. But to do that, I'm probably going to need some more wood. Oh boy, I thought I chopped enough. I'm not even close. I'll tell you what though, just to make my life a little bit easier, let's take a quick trip to the XP farm over our new bridge that we made last episode. And I am still so happy with this thing. It's so cool. Oh, wait, we got someone on the track. Pig, I am so sorry. I think this might belong to you. Sorry. Anyway, let's hop down here just so I can grab myself a few bones. Thank you. Oh, back on the minecart. And I guess I'll get tree chopping and chest placing. Okay, time lapse. And here we go, all the chests are in. I think I can definitely confirm that this is way overkill. But once this place is all decorated up, I think it's going to look so good with all these chests. And there's still a lot more design that I want to do on the outside here. But like I said near the start of the episode, my tools have taken an absolute beating. I've got all these in here that need repairing. And quite frankly, I do not have any diamonds whatsoever. But you may notice here, I've got some rails in my inventory. And that's because I spent a little bit of time between clips there, moving a couple of villagers from the village all the way over to our our base island, and down into the secret base. And I've just put them down here in this bottom section, adding a little bit of function with a toolsmith, as well as a librarian. Now, this toolsmith we need to level up a little bit. I mean, I think I need to get him to the next level. Oh, almost there. Need a little bit more coal to trade. We've got fortune on our pickaxe and a bunch of coal sitting around, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, yeah, a little bit more over here. And just like that, almost a stack and a half of coal. Can we go ahead and level this guy up now? I think we'll be able to. Oh, yes. Right, level up, good sir. All the good particles. And now, yes, we can trade ourselves some iron, which is going to be absolutely perfect thanks to our iron farm. Also, I kind of need to repair this house and stuff as well. Oh, and clear up all the rail. I'll get that done between clips. But yeah, over here, we can grab a whole bunch of this stuff. And honestly, I do not mind trading all this iron up for emeralds. Granted, the trade's blocked already, but yeah, I think over time, we have to save up enough emeralds and try and get mending on this guy. I mean, this may take a little while. But you know what? I think it'll be worth it. And you know how it is. I'm not going to bore you guys with this process, because this can take a little while. But I think in the long run, with quite a few days left in the world, this is going to be so worth it. Because of course, we'll be able to go to the skeleton farm to repair our tools. Tell you what I should actually do before I start rolling is come to the sugarcane farm and grab a little bit of this, where I have still not found the copper golem. I think he might have gone. I mean, look at all this in here that needs collecting. Should probably just go ahead and replace him, honestly. Anyway, let's grab a little bit of leather. And of course, make myself some books. That way, I'll actually be able to buy mending once I get it. Come on. Okay, quick charge. Give me more emeralds, and I'll see you when I got mending. Hopefully this does not take too long. Oh, this is actually not taking too long. 22 emeralds for mending? I'll definitely take that. Let's lock that in. Can we get any more iron yet? No. Right, I definitely want to get mending on, I think, the axe, as well as our silk touch pick. But actually, I'm wondering, can I buy myself a shovel? Oh, I can buy pickaxes, no shovel though. I want to get mending on this, but I kind of feel like we could get a better shovel. Either way though, let's not mess around. Let's get mending over on this silk touch pick. I'd also like to get the fortune one done and of course a shovel, but not quite enough emeralds to do that yet. That's okay though. What I'll do is leave a chest here and just fill it with all of our iron, and then periodically I can just trade up with this guy. Maybe trading for sticks and stuff would have been better, but oh wait, I can also sell paper. Oh, I forgot about that. I mean, we must have quite a bit over here at the sugarcane farm. Yeah, let's actually take a bunch of this. Plus we do have some extra down here as well. I can get all of this crafted up. And how many emeralds will you give me? Oh wait, he's going to level up. He might give us better books as well. I mean, an unbreaking 3-bit would be absolutely lovely. Blast protection 4. Yep, not really what I'm looking for, but that's okay. Oh, wait, discount on the mending? Yes. I guess we'll put that on the shovel. And anyone want to trade more? No. No, that's okay. Right, chuck the paper in with the iron. That'll turn into a whole bunch of emeralds at some point. I think, though, for now, I'm going to head to the skelly farm and repair up my tools. Oh, this episode is such a game changer already. See you in a sec. Okay, tools fully repaired. Well, almost. The axe isn't quite there, but that's because I've been stripping up a whole bunch of this spruce wood, which we'll be using very shortly. But I did actually manage to trade for a couple more mending books. So I put mending on the fortune pick and got that fully repaired. Plus, I got an extra one in here, which I could put on a piece of armor, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for a better sword enchantment and put it on that. But anyway, with that all done, I want to start working a little bit more on the design of this place, specifically this top level here. Now, for sure, I'm going to want a whole bunch of sprucey bits. So I'm going to make a bunch of trapdoors, but also get a load of stairs, and of course a whole bunch of shelves. Okay, that is quite a lot. You know what, just in case I need them, let's grab some slabs as well. And I think I want to start with these little chest sections, where I want to do an arch, but actually that's probably a bit too low. Let's maybe put the arch one block higher, and we'll do our classic new favorite arch shape with the shelves and the trapdoors. Yep, that is tried and tested. That looks really good. I've also got some of these flowering azalea leaves, which just for a bit of color, let's actually chuck those in up here. Not only does that add a splash of color, we can also open the chests that are right underneath them. Let's just try this a little bit more though, so we can make sure that we like the design. I mean, honestly though, I don't think we can really go wrong with this. Oh, and yeah, with that corner done, I think we can definitely lock that in. That is looking really nice. But over here on the floor, we've still got stone, which I don't really think I want to use. You know what? Actually, use silk touch. This stone will come in more handy than cobble. But yeah, let's dig all this stone away. And I think let's maybe replace it with some of these oak planks. I mean, this is going to make the place look a little bit brighter. Plus, this will also tie in with our fences that we got over here. Do you need to move these chests at some point? Get that sorted later, though. That seems kind of boring. terraforming. Okay, yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I think now, in hindsight, I'm not super happy with the stone in behind the chest. So actually thinking about it, when I take a step back, we do have stone down here on the bottom level, so yeah, I guess it does kind of make sense. Right, finally, for these little bits of decoration, we've got the copper lanterns that we crafted last episode. And would it be too much if we just place them on every single fence post? No, you know what? I think that does actually look okay. It does still seem kind of dark in these corners, though. I guess if I start figuring out a bit of a ceiling design, I mean, maybe we could make something work. I think what we'll end up doing is something like this with the trap doors coming off of each pillar, and then do like a little oak archway. Oh, this is going to be so annoying to do. I can barely reach, but hopefully this little area is getting the point across. Still not really figured out the lighting, though. I mean, you could hang them off like this block here, but I don't know, that looks a bit random. I don't really like that. I mean, could we maybe just do something like this in the corners? You know what? That's probably as good as it's going to get for now, at least. Oh, wait, thinking about it, there is actually one more thing I want to add to these areas. Let me just dump off some of this junk. And I want to grab myself some of this stripped pale oak, as well as some chains. So we should be able to make some of these pale oak hanging signs, yes. I think what I want to do, I want to use these to like label what's on the chest. And where can I put these, I guess? Yeah, maybe these top trap doors are gonna have to go, actually. We'll replace that with like a spruce slab there. And then we should be able to place these hanging signs. Right, I'm not actually gonna label these yet. I'm gonna have these just to display what items being stored in this like section. Oh yeah, the white actually looks so good. That's gonna stand out so nicely. Oh boy, but do I have a big task ahead of me now? I need to get this ceiling going all the way across, covering this area. And I think I'll go ahead and decorate each of the different chest sections. And we have a friend. I'm not scared, I'll look at you. What an absolute moron. Come on. Please leave. Thank you. Right, I'm going to get this inventory cleared out, and we'll kick it into a super quick time lapse. Let's get building. Oh yeah, this place is looking so much better now. I am loving those little azalea bushes up there. I think they look so nice. A nice subtle way to inject some color into this place, which at the moment is pretty wood heavy. So I think we might need to do a little bit more of that later on. But for now, I think I want to take a little bit of a break from building and start working on some more function. Starting with this area here, which I want to be like our little nether section. I really think the obvious place is to put like the nether portal in this central column here. But I kind of feel like we dig out a section just to the left of that and make a nice spot for our portal to go. Oh, yep, you can see I got a bunch of obsidian here. That's because between clips there, I mined up the rest of that lava lake that's pretty close to the base. So there should be enough for what I want to do. So a portal there. And then I think just for aesthetics sake, we'll have another one over here. Just got to dig this out 1 second and place in all of this obsidian. And I think we probably need to get rid of the blocks behind it and we'll replace it with something else. What have we got in here? I mean, got quite a lot of copper. We turn into these like weird fish blocks. This probably looks stupid and I definitely don't have enough, but we'll have a look anyway. Yep, low-key, that looks absolutely horrible. So we'll be getting rid of this. And let's maybe throw in some polished andesite. Yeah, I think this will work pretty good. Plus it ties in with the bottom section down there. No, I just need to grab my flint and steel. Thank you. That way we can light both these things up. Oh, wait, and that actually looks so cool with that purple glow. Oh, yes, that is awesome. But then, as for this middle section here, I mean, I'm not really too sure why I'm digging it out, but I kind of feel like having like a little nether kit here could be pretty cool. Oh, what I'd also like to do is find some nether wart as well. Maybe have a little bit of that growing in here. We could brew some potions and stuff. So you can see I've got most of the stuff that I need to go to the nether. Just going to dump off some of this junk, take a quick trip to the skeleton farm, and grab myself a piece of gold armor. We'll take this gold helmet that we wore last time. I did actually remember to grab my diamond one this episode. Let's get back to the storage room and let's enter the nether through one of these new portals. I kind of want to see if it's got like some sort of decent spawn. And imagine it will be pretty close to our original portal. Oh yeah, we're a nether waste. I think this is actually where I died that time. Oh yeah, look, there's our bridge. Right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I'll have a little poke around and try find myself a nether fortress. That way we can get ourselves some nether wart. I didn't really look around too much last time, so... Oh, well... Literally right there. I guess I walked right past it last episode. I should probably check the comments on the last video because I'm sure that would have been in view. That looks a little bit awkward to get to though. So I guess we'll do another dangerous bridge. Hope for no ghasts. Really do not feel like losing all my stuff again. Okay, world's most precarious bridge is pretty much complete. Look at the state of that. Let's maybe just do like a little staircase up the side. Oh, I've just remembered I didn't bring a shield with me. Ugh, right. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's so dark in here. Terrible fortress. You're damn right. Good loot though. Yeah, saddles, gold stuff. Oh, there's loot everywhere. Yo! Oh, not like this. Okay, oh, don't wither away. I just want the blimmin' nether wart. Plus, I guess, more loot. Just take it all. And do we even have the use for this? Diamonds! I actually do really need that. Oh, we can enchant another sword. Oh, literally so much garbage. Oh, well, with the skellies. I'm so bad at fighting these guys. Oh, I'm lost already. Haven't been downstairs yet, though, so fingers crossed. Oh, man, I really hate nether fortresses. Even more stuff I don't really need, but I'm taking it anyway. Oh, magma cube. Again, don't really need it, but yes, there we go. Right, drop some of this stone, pick up this. Suppose I also need blaze rods to make potions. I mean, you know what? If we find one, we find one. If we don't, we don't. Oh, okay. Would really like a shield right now, please. Yes, we did drop a rod. Okay, drop more stone. Pick this up. I'm probably not even going to make potions anyway, but a brewing stand would look pretty nice. Oh, here's my exit as well. Right, just get out. Oh, that is horrible in there. Man, look how close we were to that nether fortress and didn't even see it. Oh, and my helmet's gone. So, let's put that thing back on. Oh, and you know what? While I'm here, let's actually grab some of this warped wood. This might come in handy for a little bit of decoration. Hey, plus these mushrooms too. They'll look nice. Anyway, let's not push our luck. Let's get out. Oh, safety. Thank you. Also, you are definitely not welcome in here. Right, we got this really nice little area now. So we have a little go at decorating this up a bit. I think we'll throw in this warped wood in behind. Yep, that actually looks pretty cool. Let's maybe dump off all this loot as well. It's absolutely insane. But what I really want is some sprucey bits. And I want to do something similar to like we did over at the crafty area. Kind of make some different shelves and stuff. We have a little table at the bottom. And I think here I want an armor stand. So these might have to go actually. And we'll have a little shelf here. Oh, but actually if we have an armor stand there, could we do something like this? Throw a bit of nether wart on there. I want to make myself a brewing stand and an armor stand. I think I may need to smelt out some of this stone. I think that'll do nicely because we turn that into slabs. Oh yes, and then we can make armor stands. And I don't think what we need for the brewing stand is, yes, just some cobble and the blaze rod. So we can get the brewing stand up there and then the armor stand here. I think what we'll do, we'll put a couple of chests up with the brewing stand where we can put our ingredients if we ever get them. And then finally, let's come back to the skelly farm and grab ourselves a little bit of gold armor. Now we should be able to make a full set, I think. Okay, not quite. We don't have a helmet, but we'll just take this copper one, I guess. We'll probably get a gold one at some point. But yeah, we can just go ahead and slap this on the armor stand. And with that, we got a nice little nether kit ready to go. I do kind of feel like this area needs a little bit more lighting. So let's actually just chuck a copper lantern up there. Oh yes, and that nether area I think we're going to call good. I'm so glad we went with the 2 portals. And it just centralizes the armor stand. I really, really like that. Plus 2 portals, kind of a flex. Who am I kidding? It's not like we got 8 beacons or anything. Anyway, I think this area here is what I want to tackle next. And this one should be super simple. Just going to dig out everything that we've got in here. I think we'll chuck in our azalea leaves at the top just to tie it in with everything else. And I think we'll fill some of this in with some furnaces. But actually, we need some more of that stone. So we'll just use stairs to smelt that up. Kind of stupid, I can't lie. But what I'm also going to want is a few smokers, which can live on the bottom here. And then finally, if I grab a bit more iron, we can make some blast furnaces, which I think are going to live right here. Now, there's still quite a bit more function I want to add here, but it's almost the end of the day for me. So I'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's the next day now. Feeling fresh and ready to finish up this project. I've been doing a little bit of stuff this morning. After taking Indy for a nice long walk, I've spent a little bit of time farming up some red wool. I've crafted it all into this carpet because I think it's going to be a nice way to inject some color down here. So I think let's cover up all these sprucey parts with our red carpet. And I may need to farm up a little bit more, but let's extend this down this bottom part as well. Oh yeah, 3 carpets short, of course I am. But already this place is actually looking so much better. Right, you'll see here I've made this little like sort of sprucey plinth, and on top of this we're going to chuck a bunch of item frames, and I think this is where we're going to have a map of the world. So I've gathered some resources here so we can make a whole bunch of compasses. Also need a bunch of paper so that we can make 9 empty maps. Now let's just start with one of these right in the middle and see what we got. Oh yeah, you can see a pretty small section of the island. I think what I'll need to do though is just uncover that little bottom left corner there. So I think if we walk over this way, oh yeah, look at that. I think it would look right if we had that one right in the middle perhaps. It's a shame it's not like completely central in the island, but we'll see what it looks like when I get all other 8 maps done, which for me might take a little while, but for you, it's happened just like that. Man, this is so cool. And maps in Minecraft are so underrated. You can see there we got the starter house, the cow farm, and the sugarcane farm. Then over there's the iron farm and the bridge. And that right there is our little mine. It's going to serve as such a nice little centerpiece to the base, but we've still got these other segments here to tackle. First things first, let's grab ourselves a little bit more red wool so we can finish this final part of the carpet. it. And then I think what I'm going to do for the floor is knock out the border of this carpet. And I think we'll get this replaced with some spruce planks. Thinking about it though, should I bring the border all the way around? Yeah, so we got something like that. Let's just go ahead and do that to the other segments. Oh yeah, starting to look good down here already. Now I do have a couple ideas of what we could do with these though. So we'll start by getting rid of all this stone. And I think in this villager one, we'll just get this all turned into some path block. And then in the one opposite it, I think it's going to do the same thing. So that'll now give us space for more villagers if we end up getting them. We can have 4 on each segment. And then in the last 2 segments, I think I want to go ahead and dig these a little bit deeper. And I want to go ahead and fill these up with some water. So we got something like that. But there are some things we can do to decorate this up. I just need to find, yeah, a bit of bone meal, a bit of kelp. So we can slap some of this down, give it a bit of a bone meal. And if I remember correctly, I've got a sea pickle down here, which of course we can bone meal, right? Wait, I thought you could bone meal sea pickles. Really? Maybe it needs to be like deeper? Get bone mealed. What the heck? Okay, well, it turns this needs to be on a living coral block, so I guess we'll use some different lighting. Maybe just some, like, I don't know, copper sea pickles. Wait, is that even waterlogged? I'm not sure that is. Do you have to... Oh, there you go. Manually waterlogging. You know what? That doesn't actually look too bad. Just give me a quick second to do this over on this side as well. All right, looking good. I am kind of wondering, though. Could probably inject a little bit more color into this. I mean, perhaps what I could do, just while we don't have any villagers, is make some little plant boxes. We got some of these peonies that I can throw in. You know what? I don't mind it, though I really do not like that dirt sitting there. So perhaps it would be wise to actually get rid of this path. And let's try replacing it with some grass. That is definitely not going to be enough, though. I must have some more somewhere. Perhaps in one of these chests. I just literally got stuff everywhere. Oh, some extra leaves and stuff here. I'll take that. No more grass, though. So I'll just grab a little bit from back here. Oh! Yep, forgot. We don't have any lighting down here now. Add that to the to-do list. Oh, what a moron. Oh, there's even more. What the heck? But that is actually looking quite a lot better than the path. I mean, maybe even throw a bit of bone meal down. Why not? Hey, and that's actually looking pretty cool. Just give me a sec to do the same on this little villager section. Yep, I think that'll do quite nicely. Now, in terms of lighting in this middle section, I do wonder if we can make some sort of like simple chandelier type thing. Let's come down like this with some fences and make a little plus shape and then just hang our lanterns down from there. I mean, that is a pretty simple design, but I do quite like it. So actually just get an extra slab in there. I think maybe get rid of this wall and replace it with a fence and get rid of this stupid pig. Oh yeah, that's actually looking pretty good. And we've still got some extra space for lighting. So perhaps we can just do something like this. Just at the end of each of the staircases. Oh yes, and I think down here is getting pretty close to done. I think all I really need to do now is just sort out all my items and move them in. But I think I'm going to save that for now because there's still quite a big project to build on the top. Oh, Wandering Trader, have emeralds now. You are not selling really too much of use. Yep, I think we'll leave that. But yeah, point is, this base is not really looking very secret right now. These 2 holes are pretty obvious. And I think I got a pretty good idea of how we can solve that problem. So I think we'll kick it into another quick time lapse. Let's do it. And here we go, a beautiful little pond to cover up our entrance. I mean, I'm sure some of you guessed that that was coming, but the Wandering Trader definitely seems to be enjoying it, at least I think. But yeah, this turned out pretty cool for a quick build. Kind of just like dug a hole and then textured it up with some mossy cobble and some moss. And of course got the moss going all the way around the outside as well as these azalea trees. But yeah, with a bit of bone meal, this thing turned out really nice. You'll also see here I got like a little spruce platform, because if we head down here and then back up, we should land onto the platform. There we go, we just shoot right out. I thought that was so cool. And I've also connected up a little path here just next to the sugarcane farm that leads to like the main base area. Should probably just give this a little bit of light in though. And there's just one final thing that I'd like to add down here. I think in 3 of our segments, I want to add some copper golems. I mean, these guys are really not going to serve a purpose at all other than just like looking cool. We'll just add a little bit of life down here, having them wandering around, opening chests. But anyway, let's hop out of here. And I think we should go ahead and replace the copper golem at the sugarcane farm. We'll just chuck the spare sugarcane back in there and you should start sorting it out, I think. Yes, let's go. Still never found that missing one, but it is what it is. But last episode, we had our happy gas, which, I mean, there he is. But I asked you guys to give him a name, and that name comes from Kel White, and they said Gaston the Paston, which honestly is quite fitting and did make me laugh. But with that, guys, it's time to move on to our final segment, which is, of course, Question Time with Blocky. And today's question comes from Jellyman54, and they ask, what do you like most about Minecraft, and what got you started and keeps you going? Now, I kind of talked about this before. My favorite thing about Minecraft is just like, it's a sandbox game. I mean, as a kid, I love Lego so much, and quite frankly, I still do. But Minecraft to me is basically just like digital Lego. So I kind of think that's what I like most about it. It's a really nice creative outlet, and having a creative outlet in my life has been super important, whether that be music, which I actually studied at university, or coming up with different stories, or building in Minecraft, or getting rid of this skeleton, the art of the battle. Get out. But yeah, so that's what I like most about Minecraft. But they also ask what got you started and what keeps you going. Now, while studying music at university, I had a friend come and visit, my good buddy Jack, who came down with a laptop and a copy of Minecraft. Now, he came to visit to come and hang out. You know, we were going to go out, do all the classic uni stuff. But to be quite honest, we basically just stayed in the whole time and played Minecraft. Yep, safe to say that weekend we did get quite addicted. But in terms of what keeps me going, of course I now have the YouTube channel, which is a massive reason to play the game. I definitely don't think I would play as much if I didn't have the YouTube channel. So yeah, to be quite honest, that's probably the main thing that keeps me going right now. But I mean, there's just absolutely unlimited things you can do in the game. So for me, I do find it quite difficult to get bored. But yeah, I guess what keeps me going really is I just love the game. So Mr. Trader, I think that's what we're gonna have to call it today, right? This has been such a fun project and definitely gonna be a big game changer for this world. I think in between episodes, I'll probably just get all the items sorted. I need to move out the starter house and collect up items scattered around the place. Well, I've spent pretty much the entire morning collecting all of my items around the world and trying my best to organize them into our brand new secret storage room. But today we have a big task ahead of us, and that's going to be completely transforming this horrible stone thing that we got on our island into a beautiful piece of functional farmland. And as you can see, this is going to be quite a big old project, definitely the biggest one that we've taken on so far in this world. But I gotta say, I am so excited for this one. Now, I think the first task is going to be actually getting rid of all the stone and replacing it with some grass and dirt. But before we do that, you'll notice on my hotbar there, we're up to level 30. And in the last episode in the Nether Fortress, we got ourselves a couple of diamonds. And with that, I want to go ahead and enchant a new sword, because our current one's only got unbreaking on it. I think we can do something a little bit better. Looting 3. There we go. Give that to me. Just looting 3. You know what? It's actually not too bad. I would have quite liked sharpness or something. I think what we'll do, we'll hop down into the base and we can come to our crafting area and just combine the two swords. 14 XP that way. Is it the same this way? Oh, 6 this way. Yo, let's go. I'll take that. Right, looting will actually come in very handy today. I think we're probably going to need a lot of bone meal. I've obviously been at the Skelly farm grinding XP and fixing my tools, and I collected up quite a few bones. Yes, maybe enough for what we need today, but hey, if we need more, at least we got looting now. But like I said, first task today is going to be transforming all that stone into dirt and stuff. And over here is where I got it stored. We got 34 grass and kind of some dirt, but yep, let's be honest, this is not going to be enough. So I think what I'm going to do is hop on our minecart and go over near the Skelly farm, and I think we'll grab a bunch of grass and dirt from somewhere around here. Kind of want to be out of sight of the base though, because let's be honest, I'm probably going to make a huge mess. I mean, here seems like as good a place as any, I think. Now, this is probably going to take me the rest of the time that I've got this afternoon to get done, and honestly, this is probably going to be quite a grind. So I think what I'm going to do, we're going to kick it into time lapse, and I'll probably see you tomorrow morning, or for you, probably like 10 seconds. Man, this is probably going to take a while. I've got to repair my shovel a few times as well, I think. Or what I do for unbreaking on this thing. Anyway, I'll see you very shortly. All for me in like 16 hours. Okay, time lapse. And I think quite safe to say the transformation of this place has been quite significant. I've got all the stone completely covered with grass in this area now, and also kind of changed the shape of the terrain a little bit. Got it sloping down this way towards the main base area, and with all the dirt and grass that I had, I did manage to get quite far. We've still got this other little stony part near the tree area, but I think we'll probably save this for next episode, because of course today we're going to be working over here. Now, I had to repair my shovel like 4 times there, all because there's no unbreaking on this thing. So also yesterday I took a little trip down to the mines to try and get myself some more diamonds. Plus, we're also going to need a bit more redstone today. And with that, I managed to get a whole bunch of useful stuff. Another 42 diamonds, which is actually going to come in super handy. But I think for now, I'm going to leave this stuff over here and fill up my redstone box again. Because what I want to do now is grab a whole bunch of cobblestone and start trying to map out the buildings that are going to go in our farming area. Now, of course, we already have the station house for the minecart. And over here, we got the iron farm, which probably will get a bit of a renovation. This thing looks, yeah, it doesn't look great. But there's still quite a few more buildings that I want to add in this area. First one, I think, being down here. So we'll just plot out a little bit of a space for this. And actually, Blocky, be smart. Grab yourself some signs. And let's actually label what these buildings are going to be. So this one right here, that's going to be our greenhouse. I think we'll store a bunch of flowers and stuff. Then I think maybe over here, we'll plot out another building. And this one will be a nice little chicken coop. And maybe back over in this corner near the greenhouse, I think we'll have a little building for some bees, hopefully. Probably would make more sense to go in a greenhouse, but I don't know, it is what it is. buildings. I also want to go ahead and find myself some horses. So over in this little area, we'll have some stables. And then I think over here by the storage pond, let's plot out another building. And this one will be pretty big because this is going to be a little bit of a storage barn to keep all our seeds and stuff. May actually not get too much use, but I think it'll definitely look good. But of course, we also need a space for our sheep, and I also want to get some pigs. So we got all the different farm animals. Plus over here, I saved this little spot. This is actually where Gaston was born, and we all know what happened to that guy. So I'm thinking of turning this into a bit of a well. It'll serve as a nice monument to Gaston. But now with all the buildings plotted out, I can go ahead and start planning a little bit of path here, just trying to connect up all the different buildings. But once all this is done, you can see that we got some pretty obvious spaces for fields and stuff to go now. And already this place is really starting to take shape. Right, just give me a second to pillar down from here, because before we start working on these buildings, well, I'm going to want to craft myself a few more tools. And that being, of course, a brand new shovel and also a hoe. But to get these things enchanted, I need to take a trip to the Scuddy farm, just get a few more levels. So give me a quick moment to do that. Okay, 39 levels acquired. A little bit overkill, but we might get some bad enchantments here. Efficiency 3 on the hoe and the shovel. I mean, to take a risk, put it on the hoe. Okay, just efficiency 3. That is terrible. Thankfully, though, I brought this grindstone, so we can disenchant that and try again. Oh, silk touch on the shovel. I would actually quite like that on the hoe for getting leaves and stuff, so we'll take that. Just silk touch? You're kidding. What are these enchantments? Right, what do we get on the hoe? Just give me unbreaking. Okay, fortune 2, I do not really want. But we did get ourselves unbreaking. I think what I'll do is grab some more lapis, and I think we'll take another crack on the diamond hoe. I mean, silk touch would be nice, but I'm mainly looking for unbreaking and efficiency. Oh, there we go, unbreaking. And efficiency, perfect. Now, last thing before we get building, I do wonder, can I combine these two shovels? Yes, that's actually perfect. Don't really want the fortune, I want silk touch. So for 15 levels, we will do that. And finally, we can start building. I think we're going to start with the storage barn, mainly because I think this is going to be a good place to work out of for this project. And as you can see in my inventory, I've been collecting a few blocks. A lot of these white ones were stored over at the skeleton farm. I think I did originally plan on using them and just ended up not doing that. So I think we'll be able to make use of that over here instead. I'm just marking out some sprucey pillars here, where I think this is going to be our entrance. And what I'll do, I'll just raise these up a few more blocks. So we got something like that. I think that should be tall enough. And here's where I want to start bringing in some of our white blocks, I think. We'll go ahead and just use these for the walls. That is quite a nice color combination for white. I don't really know if I want the cobble or not, though. I think what we'll do, we'll actually just use our white blocks. And I've also got some of these spruce shells. Maybe we can put these down here instead. Oh, that actually might look really good, you know. So let me just get rid of all of this cobblestone and fill in the rest of the walls with our white blocks. So we got ourselves something like this. Now, as for the windows, I think let's just make ourselves some spruce fences and just use those instead of glass. I kind of feel like this gives like a nicer farmy aesthetic. Yeah, good, good. But now, time to work on the roof, where I think we'll use a mix of this dark oak and also our deep slate. And I think I want the roof line to start here. And we'll try to do like a nice sort of roundy shape, kind of similar to our sugarcane farm. Oh yeah, I think that'll work pretty nicely. Just got to do the same thing over on the other side and then fit it all in with our deep slate. I'm just going to try and vary up the texture a little bit as I go. Oh yeah, so we ended up with something like this, looking really nice. And yeah, it looks pretty good from down below too. I just need to sort out these big gaps here. So I think what we'll do, we'll run a spruce beam across here and maybe fill the rest in with some dark oak. Yep, you know what? It's pretty simple, but I think it looks good. I will definitely go ahead and detail this up. It's looking a little bit plain at the moment, but I think first of all, let's actually get the function of this sorted by fixing up the interior. So we'll give it a nice spruce floor, and we'll also tidy up the ceiling with some spruce as well. But anyway, roof done. Let's start adding some storage chests in. I don't really think we're going to need too many, but we'll have a little go at decorating this up as well. If you have spruce pillars like that next to the chest, we can put some stairs up above it. Yeah, that certainly tidies that up. Then I think we can just start like adding some tables and stuff. We'll just get those in the corners. Then let's maybe do the same over here at the entrance as well. That way we can chuck down a crafting table and a stone cutter. And then finally, we just need a little bit of lighting. And I think over in the copper chest, I got one lantern. Dude, I thought I had more than that. Let's make some copper nuggets and make a few more lanterns. And we'll just get these sprinkled around here on the tables, I think. Maybe one at the entrance. And yeah, I think we'll call this interior good. I know that's not super detailed, but it's definitely going to work for what we need it for. I do think what we can do for a bit of detail, though, is grab a little bit of oak and we'll make some trap doors. And what do we have over here in the natural section? I mean, leaflet, I've got plenty of that. Don't really want to use it, though. Saplings, no. Oh, yeah, some leaves and stuff. That would be good. Because what we could do is actually get rid of these shelves and we'll turn these into some little leaf planters. Yep, that's actually looking quite good. Little splash of color. Don't necessarily want to do that on the side, but what if we do something like this with our trap doors? Kind of have it like a sort of hanging leaf thing. You know what? It's not too bad. And only 8 days left. I don't really have time to be messing around. Just get some leaves down. It'll look fine. We can also do something like this with our trapdoors for window shutters. That'll certainly help. Also remember to do some this way. That way it's kind of like half open. Anyway, there we go. Storage barn done. This will definitely serve as a nice base of operations. Now maybe unload some of my stuff that I'm going to use for building. So we'll have this as wood stuff, and maybe over here is stone stuff. But I think what I'm going to do now is maybe start getting a few of the fields in around the storage barn. And to mark the field outline, I'm going to use some of these leaves. And I'm definitely going to need more, but I think I had some in storage, right? Oh yeah, a little bit. That's okay. So we'll have a little field there just to the left of the storage barn. And then let's maybe put another one over on this side. That will connect up to the stable. And then we'll just run it next to the pond. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty good. And as for what we're going to plant, I think one will do wheat. And the other one I'd quite like to be flowers. What flowers do we have in storage? Peonies, that'll do. Got plenty of bones to bone meal them up. And in farming, oh yeah, we got quite a few seeds. You can see here though, we've got so many farms to take care of. I'm going to try and include all of these. And for the first time this episode, and probably one of many, we're going to kick it into a farming time lapse. Let's do it. Okay, fields are in and looking really nice. Really enjoying these peony ones. Definitely have to do some more flower fields. I'll replace the one that I broke. But you'll also notice from the time lapse there, I went ahead and got the stable built up, trying to keep a similar style to the train station. And I also just got done planting a carrot field out the front. But yeah, this thing's turned out pretty nice. Got space for 3 different horses to go in, as well as a little lean-to here with some hay and some barrels. And this kind of little weird like wood dormer thing on a roof. I do quite like it though. I also went ahead and used these trap doors to act as sort of like barn doors. I mean, obviously they don't move, but I think they look pretty cool. Now I also finished off the entrance to the storage barn. Just actually gave it a door with these shelves. And I also realized I didn't really have quick access to the storage room, so I've put a little entrance there to the barn. But speaking of storage room, if I head to the tool section, yeah, look at this. We can get ourselves 3 saddles as well as our leads. And I'll tell you what I might do actually. Let's go to the sugarcane farm and grab some of this stuff, turn it into some sugar, and we'll be able to use that to help us tame some horses. Now for sure, I know that I've seen some over near those cherry trees over there. So let's take a little trip over. Wow, this iron golem? Dude, it looks like you've been busy. You've been taking a beating. Anyway, yes, look over there. Oh, there's a horse. Now, we've got space for 3 horses over at the stable, and I'd quite like to fill up all the stalls. So fingers crossed we can find at least one more horse over here. Here's the first one. Eat some sugar, my friend. And you should love me. Oh, there we go. Right, are you at least quick? Not particularly. Oh, yeah, but you got more friends down here. Right, take some sugar. Please love me. Yes. Get a saddle. Oh, this one is fast, actually. Yo. Anyway, let's quickly get the last one. Feed him up. Oh, he's tamed. Final saddle. Oh, he's slow, but he does have good hearts. Oh, and of course, we got company. Wait there, horses. Let me just deal with this. God, these guys literally ruin everything all the time. You know what? At least they don't get the bad omen now, though. Wait, what the heck is going on with that guy's head? No, is my texture pack messed up again? Oh, yeah, look at that. Right, I'll try update that next time I stop recording. But let's hook up these other 2 horses and we'll try ride them all the way back home. Yo, this horse is actually so fast. This is the best horse I've had in ages. Oh, wait, I've lost one. No, I've lost both. Oh, this happened. Come back here. Kind of looks like a reindeer with that weird glitch. But you know what? That is actually kind of fitting for the time of the year. Anyway, horses over the new bridge and maybe around this house. I don't think you can fit through that door. Look at this thing in first person, man. It's so stupid. Anyway, should be able to move these guys in pretty easy. There's one. Please just get in. All right, just one more somewhere. There he is. Weird reindeer horse. Come on, please. There we go. Shut the gates. And I think that is stable done. Man, thankfully we had horses close by. What I think we actually don't have close by, though, is bees. So I think I might make that my next task. And to kill 2 bees with 1 stone, I think I might go and get a bunch of sand so I can smelt glass up for the greenhouse by taking a trip over to the desert that we found on our first day in this world. So I'm going to dump off a bunch of this junk, craft myself a campfire when we find a beehive, and take a little adventure out to that desert. And if the next time you see me, I'm there, then I found no beehives. So yeah, hopefully you next see me at a beehive. Wait, I've like barely started the journey at all. Am I really stupid? Look, there's a bee right there. That must mean we got a beehive somewhere around here. Am I being stupid? Where is it? Oh, wait, yes, there. I'm not sure if there's actually bees in it, but if we chuck that there, use our silk touch pick to break it. Oh, 1 bee and 5 honey. You know what? I'll take that. 1 bee. Maybe I find more hives on the way. Anyway, see you at the desert. Oh, well, I've not found any more bees yet, but I have found this desert temple. I've not been in one of these in ages. These have good loot. Is it like behind this or something? Oh, hey, there's a chest. Oh, gold. horse armor. And you know what? The actual redstone bits are pretty handy. Oh, there's one more chest. Oh, a bit more gold. Honestly, that was kind of rubbish, but the desert is just through here. Yes, there we go. Now, on my journey, I have found a few more different flowers, which I really want to keep. But honestly, as for the rest of this stuff, like the horse armor, these slabs, these leaves, yeah, all the junk that I don't really need, I kind of just want to clear out and just fill up my inventory as much as possible with this sand. That way, hopefully, I won't need to make this journey again. There's not really very many big patches of sand near the base, so let's make this trip as worth it as possible. Anyway, either way, I'll see you back at the base, hopefully with another beehive. Fingers crossed. Yes. Bee. Oh man, I've been looking for ages. Where's the hive? Come on. Show me where it is. Oh, please, my feet are so tired. Wait, there it is. Do this, and grab that campfire back. Did that have any bees in, though? Oh, yeah, they both got one. You know what? That's actually perfect, because we can just breed them, and we're not too far from home. It should be just over this hill, I think. Yes, I can see our flag at the starter house. I kind of took, like, a massive loop around this way, just to try and find that beehive, and it turns out it's just right by the base. Man, I don't know why they're so hard to find. I feel like usually I just see them pretty much everywhere, but for some reason in this seed, they seem to be pretty rare. Either way, though, I'm going to head back to the storage room and get a bunch of this sand smelting up, and I think we'll kick it into a quick greenhouse time lapse. Let's get building. Okay, greenhouse in, and this is looking so good. One with a bit of a jungle aesthetic for this one, which I've got to say, I'm really, really enjoying. You'll also notice here, well, I've used some of this red brick, and that's because I spent a little bit of time collecting some clay down in the river, and then I got all that smelted up to use. And yeah, on the inside, we've still got some work to do, of course. I've been collecting up a few bits so we can get decorated in here, but as you can see behind me, that's not the only thing I've been doing. I also went ahead and built up a super simple chicken coop that also includes an automatic egg collector, and this has actually turned out so cute. I used a bunch of shells for the walls, which I think looks really nice. I did something pretty similar to the fishing shack over in the hardcore village transformation, but we'll take a little look on the inside. Not really too much going on. This is like the egg collector. Under this moss carpet here, I got a bunch of hoppers, and that leads over here into this section where I got this chest. This is where all the eggs are going to get collected up. So all I really need to do to finish this off is go and get some chickens and throw in the little collection system. And then we've got enough eggs. I'm going to try hatch some in this like chicken coop area, let them run free. But before we move on to any of that, I want to decorate up this greenhouse, and well, I kind of decided that after all, maybe we should put the bees in here. That would probably make the most sense. We'll try and do something different with the other building, because I think I got some cool ideas for it. Well, you know what, actually, first things first, should probably get a door on this greenhouse. Is this going to work, though? No, definitely not. That's okay. We might have to have a little bit of a redesign. We'll just do something like this. You know what? Maybe extend this up the top as well. Yep, I think that looks okay. Anyway, you'll also see here, I've been collecting up a bunch of leaves and getting all the flowers and stuff. And these are the things I actually want to decorate up the greenhouse with. I've got these like support pillars here, which I'm going to dangle some leaves down from. Try and make this place look all overgrown and stuff. Oh, before you forget, you can put the bees down now. There we go. And of course, these guys are going to need some flowers, right? So let's maybe do something like this and surround it with our shelves. And we can chuck our flowers on there. Let's do the same on this side, but we'll make this one a little bit lower down. This is also going to be a good place for me to bone mill up some more flowers. I wonder what we get if we actually just bone mill the floor. We'll be getting these yellow ones. Oh, and the red ones as well. Oh, the bees are out. Wait, where's your friend? I want to breed you up. Anyway, we'll wait for him. I'm sure it won't be too long. I've got some of these little, like, what are they called? Wildflowers? These are so nice. Pretty sure we can bone mill these as well, right? Yes. Right, let's get a whole bunch of these. Oh, that bee is going crazy for it. Oh, wait, we've got 2 bees now. Get bred up. Make a baby. Baby bee. Baby bee! Oh, yo, you're so cute. Anyway, some of these around on the floor would be really nice. And honestly, I basically just want flowers, like, everywhere. I've got 1 cornflower that can go there. We've also got these glow berries. I'm wondering, can we hang down? Yes. Oh, this will be so good. Let me get them bone milled up. Or actually, just give me a whole bunch of these. And we'll get these sprinkled around a little bit more. I've also got these cocoa beans. I'm wondering, yes, you can put them on the strip. Oh, that's so good. We have to farm those up nice and easily. I'm sure brown dye is going to come in handy at some point. We'll throw down a few vines hanging from the leaves. I think that'll look nice. I've got a random bush. Oh, and also some of this glow lichen. And this can go on the floor, right? And then you can bone meal it. You know what? We might have a little patch of this on the floor. Also be a nice place to farm it up. And then finally, I've got some of these clay pots, which I think you can put the small flower pots in. Oh, wait, I think I broke it. Oh, you do this and then shift right click. Yes. And now we should be able to put flowers in, right? Oh yeah, that's so nice. Let's actually maybe put some of those out the front just for an extra bit of detail out here. And I think that'll just about do it for the greenhouse. This actually looks so cool. Oh yes, look at this. And the bees are following me. Have an extra flower. Get pollinated. Oh, and actually give me some honey. That way I can make a honeycomb block. And let's maybe put that in between the beehives. Yeah, that looks nice. Right, I think next up I need to go and find myself some chickens to chuck in here. That should be pretty quick and easy. And I've also marked out a few more fields here. I've got one to the left and right of the greenhouse. And then also another small one in behind. So I think I'll go away and get those filled in too. And then the next time you see me, it'll probably be the next day. So I'm going to do that, have a sleep. And well, it's the next day and it's all done. You can see here, I got a nice big beetroot field planted. And just now I'm noticing that I've missed one. There we go. Then over in this field here, I planted a whole bunch of rose bushes. I think this is one of my favorite flower fields to do. I think they look so pretty. But over here at the chicken farm, you can see we got a whole bunch of eggs. That's because I caught a couple of chickens and started bringing them up in here. Go on, one of you have a seed. So now that I'm hoping we can hatch some, have some free-range chickens running around. Plus, this is going to be so handy for question time with Blocky. I'm always running around trying to find random chickens to get a feather to make that book. So yeah, this is actually going to be so useful. But looking behind me there, you can see I've been building something else as well this morning. And that's repurposing what was going to be the bee house into a really awesome looking shepherd's building, using our stony blocks for the foundation and then transitioning into spruce and pale oak, as well as a nice spruce roof and an organic chimney. And I gotta say, for a little 15-20 minute build, this has turned out so nice. I crafted some red banners just to hang off the side of the building, trying to signify that it's like wool and stuff. Doesn't really make sense, but we don't really have much time, so I think that'll do. And over on the inside, I kind of tidied it up with a few chests and pots, a tiny bit of carpet, because that's all the wool that I had left. And then through this door, this is where the actual sheep farm is. I moved most of them over from our original sheep farm from last episode. So we got 6 of them over here. I guess I can just breed them up if I need more. But yeah, I think that turned out pretty nice. But next up, I think we're going to move on to this area here, starting with, I think, this segment, which of course is going to be a field. So we're going to mark this out with some leaves. Oh yeah, so we've got a nice big shape like that. But this field, we're going to turn into a bit of a pumpkin patch. Going to be quite a lot of decoration in this one compared to, like, say, the flower fields and the crops. So let's quickly pop back to storage to see what we got. There's quite a few different things that I'm going to need. Now, a pumpkin patch is obviously going to need pumpkins, and we got some seeds here as well. This may seem a bit strange at the moment, but I'm going to want some nether wart, and I'm also going to want some soul sand. Yeah, but I might need a little bit more soul sand than 18, so, wait, no. You've learnt your lesson before. Let's get a bit of gold armor. We'll chuck those boots on. And yeah, the soul sand down there, I can take that full damage, right? Yeah, let's just grab up a whole bunch of this. Try not to hit a pig man while you're doing it. All right, 2.5 stacks. I think that'll be good. Well, let's get the heck out of here. Okay, boots back. And I think there's only one last thing that I'm going to need. Now, the other day, I actually forgot to include it in the video, but I managed to get a wandering trader that was selling the living coral, so I did grab a bit of that. And I think I put it in one of these chests here. Oh, yes. Because I'm not sure if you remember last episode, we were trying to bone meal up a sea pickle. Yep, there it is. But it turns out to bone meal it, you need to place it on a living coral block. So we're going to check to see if this works now, because I would really like this for the pumpkin patch. It works. Yo, that's awesome. So give me a sec to get a few of these. All right, 45. That's going to be plenty. But anyway, over here at the pumpkin patch, what I actually want to do is rip out some little patches of the grass and replace this with some of our soul sand. So we'll do this a few times, I think. And now what we'll do is start to sprinkle down some of this nether wart. We're not going to have quite enough yet, but this should grow pretty quickly. But as for the rest of the grass, I think what I want to actually do is make myself some coarse dirt and switch it all out for this grass. All right, looking good, looking good. Now I just need to throw in a few sneaky water sources. We'll cover that up with some spruce slabs. Maybe we'll have another one like over here. Now I should be able to start planting a few pumpkins around. We'll just kind of do these like fairly sporadically because I don't really think I'm going to need too many. So what I actually want to do is place some manual ones. I mean, I've only got enough for 5 at the moment, but that's okay. But this is where the sea pickles come in. If you place them on top of a pumpkin, it kind of looks like a nice little pumpkin stem. I really, really like the way that looks. Now, just to speed up the process a little bit, let's actually grab these pumpkins, because I'm going to need quite a few more for a pumpkin patch. But while we wait for those, what I actually want to do is bone meal up some of this grass and then cut it down with my shears. And we're just going to give this coarse dirt a light sprinkle just to get a tiny bit of greenery in here. But already, I mean, obviously we still need a few more pumpkins, but this is actually looking so nice. I'm absolutely loving that. I'll get this filled out a little bit more as the day progresses. But next up, I think we need to move on to Gaston's well. Just got to sort my items real quick, and we'll get that done in a quick time lapse. We all miss you, Gaston. You were a great guy. And there we go. Gaston's well all in. Pretty simple design with some stone on the bottom, spruce on the roof. Also got his harness and lead on and his nice little rest in peace sign. What a great guy he was. That bridge literally wouldn't have happened without him. But anyway, we've had a few pumpkins grown, so we can go ahead and get our sea pickles on there. Still would like quite a few more though. So close by to where we found the horses, I swear I saw a big pumpkin patch somewhere. Yes, there it is. Should have probably grabbed them when I saw them the first time. But if we just harvest all of these up, this should be just about enough to finish off the patch. Oh, yes, and this is looking so good. I love that. There's still one more building that I want to take care of at the iron farm. And honestly, I plan on keeping this pretty simple. There's not really too much we can do because we don't want to have any spots that the iron golem can spawn. So I think all I really need to do is get a few oak slabs and probably some more oak buttons as well. And we'll just go ahead and put a simple slab roof on it, making sure to place down our buttons so we don't get any iron golems spawning where we don't want them to. And yeah, certainly not the best build of the base by any means, but definitely looks a lot better than it did. So with not much time left today, I'll definitely take that. But anyway, all that's really left to do is just get the final fields in here. I think I want to extend the potato one into this area, and then maybe over here we have another wheat field. Could probably add some more details and stuff, but I think we'll save that for a different episode if we have time. But before I move on with that, I need to grab myself a little bit more food. I am down to my last steak, and there it goes. So ladies, I am very sorry, but yeah, I need to do this whole thing again. Oh, but we do have looting now, actually. Probably gonna get so much steak and leather. Wait. Hello? Wait, there's my iron columns are in with the cows. No, this is where our friend went. Bruh, come here. Oxidized copper golem statue. Wait, and the other one's just chilling in here. Can we lead him out? Come on, buddy. Probably going to lose a few cows in the process, but... Oh, quick, shut the gate, shut the gate. Dude, that's where our copper golem went. He's trying to put stuff in this chest. Okay, maybe I need to, like, get rid of this, and then they won't get lost. Can't believe that. I guess we'll sit this guy in here, and that can be a lesson to you. Do not go in the cow thing, or you will end up a statue. Bro, what an absolute moron. And I'm kind of saying that about myself. I probably should have figured that out. Either way, though, give me a little bit more steak. All right, 2 and a bit stacks. That's almost certainly enough. That will probably last me till this world ends, to be honest. Anyway, I'll get that stuff cooked up, and we'll kick it into one final build time lapse for today. Let's get this project finished. And here we go, the last few fields are all in, and I think for today we're going to call this project good. You can see here I also added a bit of bone meal, I've thrown some hay bales around the place, just for some final bits of detail. And I gotta say, for coming in with no plan, this has actually turned out really good. Definitely looks a lot better than that horrible stone we had here before. But there's also something else I've been doing between clips there, over at our starter house, and that is start to transform it into our armor stand question time with Blocky area. You can see here I've got our first 5 questions loaded up with the armor stands. All the pets seem to approve. Should probably light this place up again though. We'll probably get this place decorated up a bit more in the last episode. But I think for now this is actually so cool. Seeing as this place isn't really getting too much use now this storage room's moved down underground, well, I figured this would be a nice place to store all of our questions. Now speaking of questions, we of course have one ready for today, and this one comes from Slip, and they ask, what are your best tips for sticking to 100 days playthrough? Again, this is like another content related question, but I figured I'd try and answer it anyway, because like I said before, I know a lot of you out there are making your own videos and stuff, so I do want to try and help where I can. And when it comes to 100 days, it can be a little bit tricky to stick with the task at hand, but I think the best thing to do to stay motivated for finishing it is actually just picking an idea that you're excited to do. Now, I have been guilty in the past of making that mistake. I remember doing that like expanding chunk 100 days, and that thing was such a grind, and by the end of it, I was just really not motivated to finish it. Kind of turns out those like challengey kind of things aren't really for me. So yeah, I'd say my best piece of advice for that, pick an idea that you're super excited to do, and also just write like a big list of things you can build. Like go ahead, write way too many than you need. That way, if you're ever like stuck for something to do, you got that list to refer back to, and you can go ahead and keep on building. And I know I did that with the lake video, I did that with the river video. I mean, honestly, I pretty much do that with all of my 100 days now. But Slip, thank you for the question. Here's your armor stand. We're 17 real-life days into our countdown world, which means we've only got 6 left to go. But during that 17 days, we've built up all the things that we need to survive and thrive. So, with all that, I think it's time for me to have a little bit of fun. And what's the most fun thing in Minecraft? Of course, it's fishing. So today, I'm going to completely transform this stony shore into a fisherman's paradise. So yeah, down here in this area is where we're going to be working today. I mean, for now, I'm just calling it the Sea Pickle Farm. But I think the first thing we're going to have to do is a little bit of figuring out here. I mean, this is going to be a fisherman's paradise. So for sure, we're going to need like a fishing dock. So I'm going to figure out the height that I want it to be. I mean, here does seem pretty good. 3 blocks above the water. But what I also want to do is make like a retaining wall here. I mean, I won't actually make it out of cobblestone, but I think transforming this stony cliff into a nice retaining wall will look so much better. And then on the very top, we'll flatten this out. And I want to go ahead and try and make like a cute sort of fishing village type thing. So we'd have a whole ton of houses sort of going around this way. I think that could actually look so good. Though for sure, of course, we will not be using cobble. I think the best thing to do first, let's come up with a design for the retaining wall. So let's hop into the storage room and see what we've got to build with. I know for sure I'm going to want to use some stone, but probably this stony brick, or some of this chisel could be nice, some slabs. We can easily craft up more of that stuff. And just for some texture, we'll grab some andesite, as well as maybe some fences. Of course, I don't have any over here. Oh, here we go. Here's some. I'm actually running so low on wood after building up the farm area last episode, so I'll probably have to get to farming up some of that stuff. Hey, that's okay though, because first things first, we're going to figure out this retaining wall. I kind of don't really want this to be too high. But let's actually lower it to like here, where of course this is actually going to be floor. So I'm being so stupid. We will make this go one higher. And then I think we'll fill that in with stone and texture this up with some andesite. And on top of each of the pillars, we'll put an extra block. Oh, thinking about it, let's switch that out for some chiseled stone with a slab on top, fences in between. And if I make myself a crafting table, I think I'll craft up some of these stone brick stairs, and we'll just round off this segment a little bit. I mean, I know that's nothing crazy, but I kind of want to keep this as simple as possible because of course I need to expand this all the way around, probably to like over here maybe. Oh yeah, that is actually quite a lot. Probably have to cut down some of this stone too. I think what I'll do though, just before I get started, I'm gonna make an outline for the dock at the cobble, just so I can keep track of where it is when I'm building up the retaining wall. Though of course the actual dock part's not gonna be made out of this cobblestone. Either way, I'm about to start my day with a whole ton of block placing, which I think is probably gonna take quite a while, so we'll kick it into a quick time lapse. Let's get building. And here we go, retaining walls in, and it's looking pretty good. If I come over this way, you can see I've ended it just over here, and it just sort of like blends into the terrain after a while. And I couldn't really think of a better way to end it, so yeah, I think that's gonna do. Now, of course, we have still got so much work to do up on the top here, and I got some pretty cool plans. But first things first, over in this chest, I've been collecting up a whole bunch of wood, and I think we're going to use this to try and build up the dock. Now, I know a lot of my builds are pretty spruce heavy, and I don't think this one's going to be any different. I mean, let's be honest, it is pretty much the best wood and the easiest one to collect. So I think what we'll do, we'll work on a little bit of this together, and because there's going to be a lot of block placing, I think I'll get the rest done in a time lapse. But yeah, I think the idea should be pretty straightforward. I think first things first, I probably need to figure out like an outline for this. Always for me the most difficult part, but I think all we really need to do is sort of roughly follow the shape of the wall and just try and get like an organic shape like this. So here's the point that we need to start bringing it around the corner. I want to make sure I'm not getting too close to a retaining wall, just so we can leave room for detailing, because I think there's going to be plenty of that for this build. Anyway, at this point near the end, we'll just sort of bring it into the terrain. And yeah, I think this shape should be pretty good. Now, of course, I'm also going to need to do stuff like add supports. And thankfully, we've got respiration on the helmet. That's definitely going to come in handy for this. But yeah, we'll just do some strip spruce beams, just like we did over at the mine. But I think also what we'll do, we'll make some barrels, and we'll put those like here with a slab on top. Then I've also got some of these oak fences, which I think I'll put on the very edge of the dock. And then for some extra detail, and mainly because I got a whole bunch of it, I think we could use a little bit of leaf litter, and already my inventory is completely full. But yeah, if you place this leaf litter down on the spruce, kind of make like little patches of it, and I actually think that looks so nice. Kind of blends in with the spruce texture, and I'm pretty sure we got some similar colors in there, kind of. I think having patches of that will look so good, so I'll also go ahead and get that spread around as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and kick it into another time lapse. Jeez, I can't wait to fish. And here we are, the super basic dock is all in. And you know what? I think this is going to be one of those builds that's like a little bit awkward until the very end. Kind of find that with these like bigger projects. There's so much like empty space and stuff. It doesn't really look great until you got all the details in that in. But either way, it's not looking too bad. I kind of made this like staircase at the end here, which quite frankly is, well, it's quite terrible. Probably going to change this. But yeah, I got supports, I got fences, I got lanterns going all the way around. I also added this other staircase here. I think this is going to be like the main way in and out to the dock. Probably refine this once we get to like the detailing phase. But yeah, I also got some more of the leaf litter down. Then kind of realized that I think I'm going to wait to do that until the end. Got some ideas of what to actually put on the dock. And this stuff might just end up getting in the way. So yeah, like I said, we'll just save that till later. And then finally, I also made this little staircase down to like a lower segment of the dock. I guess really this is where like boats and stuff would be parked. But I think for me, this is actually where I want to fish from. I mean, maybe we get time to make a little boat. So really, we're just in like a little lake. So a boat doesn't necessarily make sense. Either way though, with the actual fishing dock in, well, I think it's about time I reward myself and make a fishing rod. And maybe treat myself to a little fishing holiday for the rest of the day. But before I go ahead and make the actual rod itself, I think I want to go and get a bit more XP from the Skelly farm. So I don't want any ordinary fishing rod. I want a super max level enchant, lure, luck of the sea, mending and breaking. I want it all. I want the pog rod. But yeah, we've had this farm for quite a long time now, and you'll know how it works. So I'll see you in like 45 minutes or something once I've got enough levels. Oh, it's so close to fishing time. Okay, back at the base and 39 levels acquired. And before we actually enchant the rod, kind of forgot I should probably update our map. We made a massive transformation over here, plus we got the dock going. So yeah, super quick. Well, that one's updated already. What about this one? Oh yes. Yo, look at that. I think we need to do these ones as well, actually. Yo, this is so cool. Oh man, last episode made such a difference. Wow, and actually the dock's looking pretty cool as well. Let's remember to keep updating that. But with our 39 levels, that means we can enchant 4 fishing rods. So we'll craft those up. And we'll also need to grab some lapis too. And let's go see what enchantments we can get. And we don't need the perfect rod right away. We can always combine them once we're done. So lure 2, not really perfect. And unbreaking. All right, unbreaking and lure 3. Okay, the first rod's basically useless now. Come on, luck of the sea. Luck of the sea 2? Ugh. Come on, it's gonna be luck of the sea 3, I beg. Please. Okay. Well, I guess we can combine these two. I mean, I don't imagine it'll cost too much. Right, 8 that way around, the other way around. 18, okay. We'll definitely take the 8. But you also remember when we built this storage room, we were trading for mending books. And I've got one here, so honestly, I can't really think of a better thing to put it on. Yeah, it only costs 3 levels. I know you can fish up a mending rod pretty easy and then just combine it, but I mean, I've got mending on everything that's important anyway. I mean, I just need it on my armor and my sword. But honestly, there's not really too long left to go in this world, so I don't really think that's necessary. What is necessary, though, is me spending a little bit of time fishing. Come on, let's get the first fish together. Get that fishy business achievement. There we go. And with that, honestly, guys, I think I was going to spend the rest of the day fishing. Have a little think about how I want to build the rest of this. Oh. Did you see that? I certainly did get stripped. But yeah, I'm going to stand here, have a little think, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, fishing time lapse. Okay, that was actually pretty fun, and I did get some pretty decent loot. A couple of enchanted books. I mean, they may come in handy, but what I did actually get is 3 name tags, as well as some pretty decent bows and stuff. Pretty cool. Those name tags will definitely come in handy. We still got the pets to actually properly name up at the starter house. We'll probably get onto that a little bit later. But I think for now, I want to clear out some space on top of the dock, where, of course, we're going to be building our houses. No, I think I've got some pretty good ideas for them. But to start with, I think I want to give them a little bit of a stony base. I think we'll do that with some cobblestone and maybe some tuff. I don't really have much of that, though. Maybe we've got some over at the farm? Nope, does not look like it. I'll tell you what, I'll just pop to the mine and grab some. That won't be too hard to find down here. Oh yeah, got absolutely plenty of the stuff. Plus, while fishing just then, I did also repair my silk touch pick a bit. Thought I may as well take advantage of that extra XP. But anyway, back over at the build site, I think I want to go ahead and start getting the first layer in for all these houses. And as you can imagine, there's probably going to be quite a few. And when doing this, I want to make sure that they're not like flush with each other. And yeah, I just need to kind of map them out going all the way along this way, finishing it maybe around here by this tree. So just give me a quick second to mark all of these out. And just like that, we got 7 different buildings all laid out now. I think what I need to do next is just raise up the wall slightly, making sure to vary the height so we've got a nice bit of interest with the village. And there we go. Hopefully you're starting to get an idea of what I'm trying to go for here. You can see in that one there, I've actually carved out a little hole. I think that's going to be our entrance in and out of the dock. But right now, all of this looking kind of boring because right now this whole build is just a whole bunch of spruce and a load of grey tones. Now, of course, when we actually go into the detailing phase, doorways, these are going to transform quite a lot. We need like doorways, windows, planters, all that good stuff. But before we move on to that, I want to start thinking about the second floor of these buildings. I'm thinking maybe kind of a rogue block here, but what if we just used a whole bunch of different colored terracotta? Make this place super colorful. Man, I think that could actually look so good over here. So I'm going to dump off a few of the bits that I don't really need and make the trip all the way over to the mesa. I think it's like 2,000 blocks away or something. I mean, those of you that watched episode 1 will know that we've been there before. Oh, I should have brought a boat with me, actually. Let's just quickly chop down a tree and we can make a fresh one. But yeah, the mesa is just the other side of that jungle over there. So, you know what? I won't bore you with the journey. I'll just see you when I get there. Man, what a journey. But finally, I've made it over to the mesa again. And I think it's just about time to start digging. I'm going to try and collect as many different colors as I can, but also make sure to get a bunch of the regular terracotta as well, because that way we can just make our own colors. So we've got yellow, red, and regular here. I quite like to get some orange as well. I think that one's orange. Oh, yeah. Anyway, sun's setting. That looks so nice. Oh, boy, look at that shot. Anyway, quick sleep, and we'll get digging. Okay, I think that should be just about enough. I got 2 stacks of each color that I wanted to get, plus another 9 stacks of regular terracotta. I think that should be good, because once we get back home, I think we'll pick 3 colors of our own, and I think I'm actually going to want some green terracotta, so we may as well grab some cactus on the way home, because low-key, I kind of forgot to make a cactus farm last episode. Anyway, I'll go ahead and make the journey back to the base, collecting up a little bit more of this stuff as I go, and then we can start thinking about what colors we actually want to build with. Okay, see you in a second. Oh, wait. Oh, there's so much of this living coral here. Wait, make some space in the inventory. Can I harvest this? Yes. Yo, this is so cool. I should actually grab some of this. Maybe it'll make for some cool decoration around the dock. Oh, but the inventory is so full. Oh, man, I'd love some shulker boxes right now. You know what? Just grab a bit. I'm sure we'll find a way to make use of it. At least I know where it is now. Just over near the desert village. Anyway, for real this time, I'll see you back at the base. Okay, we are back. And I think first things first, let's just store away this coral for later. And let's just get this cactus melting up. Because I think I want 2 stacks of each color that I want to build with. So we got orange, yellow, and red, which does mean I need 4 more. So maybe let's make some blue dye or blue terracotta. That does actually look a little bit dark. Let's maybe just grab some bones, make some bone meal, make some white dye, and then make some light blue dye. Maybe this will be a better color. I mean, I've crafted it. I've locked it in now. What do we think to this? Oh, yeah, it's kind of like purpley, I suppose. Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, this is going to be quite a challenge to get all these colors to work. I mean, what color do you get from peonies? Pink dye? Not sure about that one. Maybe we get something better from the lilacs? Oh, magenta dye. Wait, that could be good. Oh, yeah, don't mind that at all. That actually might look good with some azalea leaves and stuff. But that's 5 colors, so we only need 2 more. And I think let's do a couple stacks of regular green terracotta. I really like that block. And because green's like my favorite color right now, let's also do a couple stacks of the light green. Oh, and look at that array of colors there. These houses are going to look pretty crazy, but I think it's going to be a fun challenge to actually make them look good. Now, one last thing before we get building. I picked up some of these brown chicken eggs while walking through the jungle. Now, I wonder if we can't hatch one in our chicken coop. I mean, I may as well do it in the egg collection area. Fingers crossed, please. Okay, well, that was a waste of time. Stupid chickens. Anyway, just real quick, back over at the dock. I think I'm going to store all this terracotta here, because we do actually need to pair that terracotta with some other blocks. Now, I think spruce is a pretty obvious one, because that's going to make it time with the rest of the build here. But I think it would also be worth collecting up some of this dark oak wood. So I think that's going to match some of our terracotta better than spruce will. I think it will depend on what color terracotta we use for the building. So yeah, I'll farm up a little bit more of that. And honestly, these spruce trees probably need to go as well. I think they're going to be in the way. And to be honest, this whole tree farm's probably going to have to move to a different location. And then finally, as for the roofs, I think I'll probably go ahead and use deep slate, because that looks really good with a dark oak trim and also a sprucey trim. And I think using a more neutral tone for the roof is going to tone down the craziness of all the colors. And I've got plenty of that in storage, so that'll be fine. Oh yeah, just take all of that. Anyway, I think we'll work on one of these houses together. Let's just pick this little one here. And let's say we're going to use spruce for this one. I think we'll actually put a strip log every other block. We'll get that going all the way around. And of course, I picked the one that I laid out wrong. Oh, jeez. Right, that means this needs to come back 1 block. Camel, I'm so sorry. You gotta move. Yeah, good boy. Lie down. Should probably give Humphrey a better home. Oh, I should have put him in the stables last episode, actually. Oh, man, what a moron. Anyway, house layout fixed and strip logs in. I think this is where we start picking a color. Let's say, I don't know, this yellow. I'm gonna throw this in the gaps. And this might look a little bit crazy now, but hey, that doesn't actually look too bad. I think, of course, I'm gonna go and do stuff like add some windows, which, let's be honest, I should probably go and get. Oh, I think I left all my glass over at the farm. This will do for an example. Right, get that glass in. Looking pretty good. But of course, course, we can do stuff by giving it like a trim. We'll have like doorways and windows. That's some like leaf boxes and stuff on there will look really good. And yeah, in terms of the roof, I'll just craft up some sprucey bits. Man, what I do for a woodcutter in the game. Anyway, yeah, the roofs. Well, I know for sure that I'm going to want them all to be peaked. So we'd have something like that kind of shape. We'll, of course, extend a log over up through the middle and inject a little bit more of this yellow. And this is, of course, where our deep slate stairs would come into play. But when building all of these roofs, well, first of all, I don't want to leave stairs where they shouldn't be. I want to make sure that the peaks are going like different angles. So this one, of course, is on the front. Then maybe this one we have it on the side. So the roof is sloping sort of this way. So kind of like we varied up the height of all the different bases. I want to vary the direction of the roof, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But with the idea pretty nailed down, I think let's go ahead, get all these exteriors built up in the form of a quick time lapse. And then maybe I can fish after. Yeah, I think that would be allowed. And here we go, house exteriors are in, and this is really starting to take shape now. I'm loving this. Definitely a rogue decision to go with a whole bunch of crazy colors. But you know what? I think with a neutral tone surrounding it, this is actually really working. Of course, still a whole bunch of details to add. I think like planters and stuff are going to look really nice. Plus perhaps some more wooden details as well, just to change up the shape of these things. But particularly, I like where it's like jutted out here on the green and the magenta one. Having these like little stairs to make different shapes looks really nice. I think they might do something similar to the other buildings as well. But I think we'll probably end up doing like a bit of a detailing pass to all the houses. Most likely tomorrow, because it's pretty late in the afternoon for me. And quite frankly, I would quite like to end my day again doing a bit more fishing. Oh, one thing I actually forgot to mention. I've added a bunch of these brick chimneys. I had a bunch of bricks left over from the greenhouse, so I thought I'd chuck those in. And they're adding just yet another crazy color in this build. Either way, though, I think it works. Anyway, I'm going to completely clear out my inventory. I've once again made a massive mess. I'll probably get that sorted out between clips as well. But yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to end the day with a spot of fishing. Probably do with some more name tags, to be honest. Plus, I want to make use of this place. Look at this for a fishing spot. All right, see you tomorrow where we're going to completely finish this project off. Okay, fishing time lapse. Okay, another successful fishing session. Some more name tags, a bunch of fish, of course. I got this piercing 4, respiration 3 bit, not that useful. But look at this one, density 4, piercing 4, knockback 2, and mending. The mending may come in useful for something else. Either way though, we're on a fresh new day and I want to get this place all detailed up. And to do that, I'm probably gonna need a few more resources, I think. Like I want a bunch of leaves, I've got like none of those. Then I also think I want to farm out some of this pale moss, some azalea leaves, we'll get some more hay bales. So, and grab a bunch more bones. Get farming and I'll see you in a second. Okay, all the materials gathered that I think I'm going to need. And I kind of figured we'd go through some of the things I want to do together. And then I'll go ahead and get it spread all over this build. But first things first, I think it'd be nice on the dock is making some little benches. Super simple with the dark oak stairs and the shelves. We did something like this over at the subway station. And I think these look really nice. But also down on this level on the dock, I want to try and make some like hanging cloth type thing. Using our pale oak slabs, I want to try and make an organic shape. So we'll sort of have the cloth hang down like that. And then at the very end, we're going to make it come up again, then have it propped up with these dark oak fences. And yeah, look at that. That's actually so nice. And then underneath it, we can have it sort of like keeping some hay dry or something. And what we can also do is craft some chests. And we'll get those sprinkled around as well. Yeah, that's actually so good. I think I'll get maybe 1 or 2 more around here. That's one in this corner, one around the side. Of course, we want this place as brightly colored as possible. So I think what we can do is get some planters in. They actually look really nice sort of put into the wall. So yeah, having a few of these around is going to look really good, I think. Especially using dark oak for a wood detail. It's a nice contrast to all the spruce. So I think from this point onward, I think I'm going to do a no spruce rule. I've also got some spare lilac, so I'll make sure to sprinkle those in as well. Yeah, I'm really liking those flowers. Adding a bit of color and life down here on the dock. We also found up a bunch of azalea leaves and some of this short grass. So I think what might also be nice, maybe knocking out some of this wood on the floor, replacing that with some of our coarse dirt. Then we can make some like little bushy areas. Get some of this grass down. Maybe chuck a little bit into the wall as well. Yeah, that's looking good. I do actually wonder yonder. Also got some glow lichen, which I did plan on using elsewhere, but yeah, I'm really liking that. I did actually plan on using the glow lichen, is adding a bit more texture onto these bottom floors, just in some odd spots like that, just to add a bit more interest. I did also wonder how it would look over here on the terracotta as well. It's like these bits are kind of boring. Yeah, you know what? Not the exact placement, but I do quite like that. But if I make myself a bunch of oak trapdoors, I can also go ahead and start chucking some planters on these houses. Don't know how many times I mentioned that this video, but these are things that I do like to add to my builds. We knock out a bit of this, hang some leaves down. Yeah, that's going to make such a difference. Of course, you need to go ahead and add all like the windows and of course the doors. Oh, wait, and that glow liken's giving a little glow at night. That's so nice. But yeah, anyway, overall, I think that's basically all I want to do, plus add some other bits and bobs, which I'll show you once I've done it. So with that, I think I'm going to go away and get this whole place detailed up. I mean, already that little corner's looking so much better. But yeah, also my voice is starting to go. I think I've caught a little bit of a cold. So yeah, I think I'll give my throat a rest, get this place detailed up, check a nice little podcast on or something, and I'll show you what I've got when I'm done. Let's get building. And here we go, fishing dog all detailed up, and isn't this place looking so good? Man, I am so happy with this. I especially love these pale oak hanging things. You can see I added some hanging copper chains, as well as some copper, which is kind of meant to look like fish. I actually added some barrels here with some mangrove wood with the fish inside. But I mean, taking a look around, this place is so detailed up now. I'm absolutely loving it. In each archway, I actually added some glowberries for a bit of lighting. I think that looks really, really cool. And it's also sort of like blending into the shrubbery and stuff that we've got going around. Then up here, I changed out the floor for coarse dirt, got some grass sprinkled around, got all the plant boxes on all the houses, the windows, the doors. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm so pleased with this build. Like I said a couple days ago, it was kind of a little bit awkward to start with, but I think in the end, we've actually made it work pretty good. And really, it's probably ended up being the most detailed part of the base. So yeah, really, really pleased with this. Now, out the back here, there is still quite a bit of work to do. I mean, looking at the back of these houses, they're not looking great. But I think next episode, probably going to be our last episode in the world. I think I'm going to dedicate that to sort of like tying up loose ends. So this whole area here where we had the tree farm, that's all going to get tidied up. So yeah, I think we'll take care of this mess then. There's also another spot down that way near the farm that needs sorting out too. But like I said before, my voice is kind of shot now. So I think we're going to move on to question time with Blocky. And this episode's question comes from Sonia. And they ask, how did you have the confidence to get started on YouTube? It's so much fun to play, but I want to share my worlds and I'm nervous of the video quality not being good enough. Any tips for an aspiring Minecrafter? Now, I guess I'll talk about how I got started first. Not really sure if I've ever talked about this on the channel before, but my YouTube journey started in lockdown during COVID. Maybe a little clue to my username. But basically, I was looking for friends to play Minecraft with and I ended up posting some builds to Reddit. And one of the comments suggested that I start posting on Instagram. So yeah, Instagram is the place that my content journey started. I was like posting every day, just trying to make cute, cool little builds and stuff. I don't really post there now, but you can go check it out if you want to. But when making all those builds, I was getting comments asking for like YouTube tutorials and stuff. And well, I thought, why not? So yeah, I started out by making little block by block tutorials. I wasn't even talking or anything. I was just putting like text on the screen. I was too nervous really. But eventually my confidence grew and I started streaming over on Twitch, trying to get better at talking and stuff, and making some new friends on the way. And it was actually my friend Rofo Rex who convinced me to make my first Let's Play videos. So Rofo, thank you. But man, looking back at those videos, talking about quality and stuff, I don't really think it was great, but everyone's got to start somewhere. So I think to answer the question of like where to get started with YouTube, well, the best thing you can really do is just start. Something I wish I did so much longer before I did. I was watching YouTube videos for like 10 years. So it wasn't necessarily something that was like new to me, but actually just getting started, it doesn't really matter about the quality. You just need to build up your confidence. And as you make more and more videos, the quality is just going to naturally get better. And I guess if I had to give everyone a tip for getting started after I get a quick sleep, well, that's to go ahead and actually learn to edit. Remember when I got started, I opened up the editing software having no idea what to do. But the thing about YouTube is there's so many good resources for learning out there and absolutely plenty for editing. So pick your editing software and find some decent tutorials. On my original Let's Play series, I was trying to learn one new editing skill and then implement it into a new episode. And by the time that series had finished, I felt pretty confident in my editing software that I chose, which for those of you that care is Premiere Pro. But I ended up becoming so confident with editing that I actually managed to get an editing job. And for a couple of years, I was actually editing for Farsi full time. So yeah, I think editing a bunch of like super high quality videos taught me so much. Definitely very grateful to Farsi for the opportunity. So yeah, I guess main points, just get started, build up your confidence. Your first video is never going to be your best one. And of course, learn to edit. Doesn't need to be anything fancy or flashy. Just learn how to piece together a decent story. Again, plenty of great tutorials out there for that. Anyway, I hope that answered your question and it was helpful for some of you. I mean, I do not claim to know much about making videos, but I've been doing it for like 3 or 4 years now, so I guess I have somewhat of an understanding. Anyway, I've been blabbing on about this question for way too long. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I certainly did. This place looks so good. And like I said, next episode is going to be our last one in the world. We've only got 3 days left to go after this. And, well, it was at this point that I got super ill. Right now, recording this voiceover, it's like a week later. And for the last 3 days of the world, I completely lost my voice and was unable to record. But as you're seeing right now, I did manage to get a bit more building done. Planting a whole bunch of fields, plotting out paths, just trying to fill some of the empty spaces on our base island. Basically, I was just playing on my laptop in bed, trying my best to make this base look as good as possible. And honestly, with 1 day to go, I did absolutely nothing but just lay in bed. So in a way, kind of a sad way to end this world. But I wanted to stay true to the challenge. Like, I could have just taken a break and come back to it, but I kind of feel like that's sort of like against the point of the whole world. We had a 23-day time limit, and whatever I achieved in that time is just what I had. So yeah, I hope it's not too anticlimactic for you guys, but the situation is what it is. I still think this place turned out so good, and I gotta say, I'm really proud of what I managed to get done. This whole challenge has definitely been a good experience, and maybe something I'd like to try again at some point in the future. I'd definitely love to know your guys' thoughts on the world. I know quite a few of you are deciding to carry it on after the 23 days, but again, that's just not part of the challenge, and we've already got our long-term hardcore world. But either way, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!